Hey everybody, and welcome back to Jaraci Cup 4. Going to be casting now finally the grand finals between none other than AGameAnx down here in the south as the no paint job ConF, because you know how they are, and descara up in the north as the blue and blue coalition, who's never won a finals against AGameAnx, but we'll see if that will stop him this time. Yeah, really.
That's insane.
He's won tournaments before. He's won series against A-Game before, but finals never.
Wow, I can't believe that. Overall, wow. Oh man. Well, I'm excited to see what happens.
Indeed. This is the moment that defines a player.
There
Anyway,
could be a better map for the opening game of this series as well. This is one of those maps where, like, basically always players get to do whatever their plan was. You get to have a fair shot at it because it's so big. You get to have a decent economy. You can hold 3 resource locations without really moving your carrier. Like, this is the one where players get to flex, and I would like to see these two players flex. Go at it, boys. Let's see what happens.
oh yeah, really, you know, get a chance to like show us their skill, you know.
Yep.
And to that end, by the way, it is going to be ref mode first from A-Game. It is going to be SC first from descara, so nothing terribly surprising here.
I would expect no less from these two on this map.
Mm-hmm. Looking at the pick ban document here, looks like this is descara's pick, which doesn't surprise me at all. Game 2 would be Gaussian Territories, 3 would be Boneyard, 4 Firebase Krill, 5 Kalash Teeth, 6 is Tight End Passage, and 7 is Torrent Crater. So, not a whole lot to be said there. I mean, we play pretty much all of the maps in a best of 7 like this. The really notable one is that descara banned Kartoba, which is a very good map for A-Game, so I think that was a good pick for him. Base runner going to come out here and scout just to make sure that his opponent is being honest here.
Yep.
He doesn't want to be, you know, going ref mode first when his opponent is doing some kind of like AV rush or something and just kill him.
Yeah, and the probe basically sees all the information it needs to.
Mm-hmm. Descara doing the same thing as A-Game was. Base runner smoking to get popped here as if the ConF weren't dirty boys enough already. And he is going to start making a blast turn too, which is fun to see. That probe there took 6 HP damage. Got tickled.
Damage for sure.
Yeah,
oh,
man,
no, wait.
you don't recover from that. You don't recover from that.
All right, so it looks like the initial what do we call these things? Strike vehicle, strike craft.
Yeah.
The little ones, like a strike.
Oh,
yeah,
oh, come on, Magpie. It's been too long.
It's been so long, man. It's been so long. I'm having to like blow the dust off my homeworld memory here. Yeah, okay, so strikecraft scuffles here are going to be going on. That's all good. Nobody getting the upper hand there. Base runner getting harassed, but that's not going to be for long.
Mm-hmm. Interesting to note, by the way, the ConF base runner can actually never heal. It's well, I guess if you have like a coalition ally or something, but in one-on-one it can never heal.
Can't do the repair aura. Interesting.
Yep. Whatever damage it takes is just permanent.
Yeah. I guess you can retire it.
True. But that little bit of damage that this LAV manages to do, that is actually relevant, so...
Yeah, and that's like not even a little bit, to be honest. That's like... It's like a quarter of its health. It's like...
Yeah,
that could be significant later. Is that a blast drone? Dun dun
it
dun
is.
dun, blast drone.
Our favorite, but it's gonna get instantly suppressed by this AV here.
Yeah.
So he's just gonna have to back away. Oh, one LAV does go down now.
Yeah. So A-Game's gonna get his artifact out ahead of descara.
Indeed. Who's setting down a turret right now.
Is he? Oh yeah.
That's kind of an interesting move. He has AV fabrication.
Whoa.
I don't know why he's bothering with the turret, but
crazy issues.
You know, he's descara. I'll trust him. His judgment better than mine, I think.
On the turret placement?
Yeah. And it is going to be rail fed. Yeah, no, it's good position.
Yeah.
I agree. Maybe it could be on... Actually, it's not really on the hill. It could be just up a little bit there.
It could be, but where it is, it's like always going to be relevant anytime A-Game gets the upper hand and wants to push in towards like descara's half of the map. So like, it just controls like a really like highly frequently traveled area, I guess is what I mean.
Descara doesn't do hill turrets? Well then, man, he's never lived. That's like the way to. That's the way to be.
You haven't seen nothing until you've seen a turret with high ground advantage.
Haven't you ever seen Garmulator play? Who has time to do anything besides macro? Oh boy. You greedy boy.
Got assault railgun out for A-Game. Looks like carrier production upgrade and railgun fab just finishing up for descara. Both these guys just gearing on up for an earnest slugfest, and that is what we wanted.
Actually, that base runner is going to get denied by descara too, which is interesting here. The Sandscaper is going to kind of run up there. They force him to reconsider.
That's a little bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world,
Indeed.
obviously. You just have to accept that your opponent has Sand Skimmers too many for you, and that's that. I mean, you've only got one Armored Assault, now two, so...
Yeah, much more of a focus on the economy here, which is good.
Okay, A-Game has built up a sneaky little wing of 3 blast drones on the left. They're going to get scouted now. That's kind of a shame, because they were up to some mischief, but descara's going to catch them.
And I think maybe this will do like damage to this AAV, but it's not going to kill it, right? Oh,
yeah,
it's
so
close
that's 3
actually.
blast drones basically for free. That's a shame.
Yeah.
I like the thought from A-Game, this Baneling run by.
Oh man, look at that sick micro on the turret. Did you see that? He managed to
No,
kill.
I didn't. Okay, get some smoke on it.
Yeah, well he killed 2 Sandskippers with it, and then he smoked it right before it died. But like the
nice.
smoke was like in the air, traveling to the turret as it was shooting to kill the last Sandskipper. That was sick.
Ah, nice.
Ah, descara. He's living up. He says he doesn't micro, but I mean, come on.
Seems to micro.
I think so. Assault Rail here, you get to just kind of check this AV here. And again, I think he looks to deny that extraction for just a little bit.
Yeah, and A-Game's going to get out a second artifact, so like
Yeah,
this dynamic cannot continue. Descara's going to have to do something.
I mean, 1 extraction goes out, you think, that's kind of annoying. 2, you're like,
Yeah,
you know, it's starting to
2
fall
is
behind
okay,
here.
but not if you're just letting them have them for free. So
Yeah, eventually you really start wondering how this is going to impact your late game.
yeah,
I'll tell you, when I
So-
play against like the 3v3 players, it's so weird. Like Tomcat and Empty Soul and Catharsis and stuff, they are the ones who put artifact pressure on me the most. I don't know why. But they're like really good at it. And it surprises me like just how much it scares me in the late game that they have so many artifacts, you know?
oh yeah, and I mean that's terrifying. And I think like the more players there are in a game, the less likely you are to win in one decisive battle. So the more important artifacts are, and the better you get at them.
True. Assault Rails here, by the way, normally being countered by Railguns, it's actually going to get a kill on one of the Railguns there. And they're on this really nice high ground position here.
That's so annoying. Yeah, they're just taking shots at units that are coming into this area of the map. That base runner is like quite low and a little bit pinned.
Yeah, yeah.
Behind that bluff.
And this is excellent use of this terrain here.
It's so good, yeah. But on the other flank, descara kind of sinking his teeth into A-Game's extraction point. We've got 2 railguns, armored assault over there. Sorry, 3 railguns. Oh, is he going to lose that railgun? No, he's going to be alright.
You know, I wonder
Oh
if...
god, he's going to lose the base runner though.
Yeah, I kind of wonder if A-Game could have gotten the extraction anyway using smoke, but it seems risky. Artifact does get denied on descara's side though, so down he goes.
Yeah. Oh, there's blast drones again. I mean, there's only 1 at the moment, but...
Yeah, well,
He's still
Railgun's
building
really
them.
weak
He's
to
still
blast
building
drones.
them. That's 2.
I love that 1 assault railgun, by the way, just like chilling on descara's 4th base, just like I know how greedy you are. I'm not gonna let you get this. I really like that. Good scouting, you know, and you never know when it's gonna be relevant later on in the game.
Yeah, these 2 players are so good about just having units spread around the place, keeping tabs on what's going on, and that's such a core skill in like Homeworld.
Yeah, certainly RTS in general, but especially in DOK. Although, as we say it, he's about to lose his assault rail, I think, but...
That's fine. That's fine. That assault railgun dies, telling him where like 6 or 7 times of its value are. That's like so good.
True, true. And we see the tech choice, by the way, from A-Game. If you notice, he's built an honor guard cruiser. He also has a 3rd PC out, so his carrier is free to move around. Yeah.
Honor guard cruiser. Oh my god, we don't often see these.
These guys are freaking insane, right?
Yeah.
For those of you who somehow still don't know, it's like you took a heavy railgun and then said, wouldn't it be cool if this was like an AoE weapon? So,
Yeah.
and it has anti-air if you tech into it, which is also pretty fun.
Yeah, it's just a great unit, and it looks cool. The designers just knocked it out the park on this one. Look at that thing.
Voila.
Girl, look at that cruiser.
Oh man, to be fair, you can't go wrong with a gigantic railgun.
Oh, blast drones are making a move down the right.
That's true, that's true.
Down the southern flank.
Yeah, I'm looking at those railguns.
They've not quite been scouted yet. Oh god.
Oh my goodness, yeah, no, he doesn't know about it. Those 3 rails are
That's
very
3
exposed.
railguns. That could be expensive, but descara getting pushy with his cruiser. Sorry, his carrier here.
Yeah, I think he just really wants that artifact. He's tired
here
of
we
not
go.
getting it.
Okay, yeah, the
Here
blast drones
comes...
get scouted.
Oh, don't
A-Game
stand still
wasn't
here!
looking.
Ugh. Oh, he stood still. and then
Yeah,
got killed by the railguns, which is rather
he
unlikely.
didn't see. I don't think A-Game like had his screen right there at the exact right second when he could have
Yeah.
moved in. But yeah, he only loses one of the blast drones, so it's actually fine. This carrier, descara, where are you going with that? Like, he's lucky in a way that all of A-Game's units are on the other flank, because this carrier is exposed AF.
Definitely, he's just going all the way here. How many rails
Yeah,
is
but
this
why?
now from
Where's he going?
descara? There's like 8 of them, 4 on each side. I mean, that's not enough, right, to deal with A-Game's rail reserves, you know, on one flank too. So I don't really like this,
go for
this
a backstab.
split here.
The Sandskimmer regiment is moving in for a backstab. It's going to be running into some defenses, but it's mostly railguns. Some AAVs, but not enough. 3. Okay, A-Game thinks better of it. He doesn't want to sacrifice his Sandskimmer advantage.
Indeed, although he will lose 3 anyway on the retreat here, looks like, but...
Yeah, and he lost like a couple more, so he loses like 5 or something. I don't know, I'm not sure if he should have traded in for the railguns and salvages there. A-Game knows better though, so I'm certain this is the right thing.
A-Game trying to open up the wreck here on his 4th, that doesn't seem likely. He's just opening for descara.
A-Game's going to be looking for some cruise missile shots. He should be putting them in. Why is he not firing cruise missiles into the descara's carrier?
Here they come now into the railguns up on the north there.
Oh, he's firing them elsewhere? Okay.
This is a curious position though, because descara can't easily leave here. If A-Game's like heavy rails just kind of like hold against descara's carrier, he can use the cruise missiles to just punish him constantly from that side. So if he can hold descara's carrier close on this end, I think maybe he has a chance of just trapping him and separating his carrier from his bases.
I know, that's why I don't understand this carrier positioning from descara. I mean, clearly descara has an idea, I'm not sure what it is. Because it's like, he has his main army that's defending and fielding really well, but I think his carrier wants to be like, over in that part of the map. Look, he's going to get it cut off. A-Game knows. This is like this is basically GG if A-Game just goes in with everything now onto the carrier.
Yeah, I think
right?
so. It's just totally
No way
undefended. Yeah, I was going to mention that too, by the way, A-Game. I noticed as he went up there, he put his rally point for the salvagers onto your 4th base. And I was like,
Right,
he's not really going to build salvagers here, is he?
There is a danger here that A-Game doesn't take out the carrier fast enough, and then he ends up getting spit roasted by the reinforcing coalition army. But that's actually moving the wrong way. Descara's moving at north, not to help his carrier. So, like I was saying, I think there could be a risk of his the Knef carrier getting stuck in between the coalition carrier and like the rest of its army. But I don't think we're going to see that happen. Okay, so descara does have the high ground, and he's built himself an army up here, so this carrier is no longer unsupported. That's pretty sweet. I love that the descara in chat is just like, it's called coalition production. Damn
Yeah.
straight, man. There's just an army up here on this hill now.
It's true, it's true.
So that's fair. Okay, the carrier's cool.
And you know, I railed on those turrets earlier, but they're actually forming like a very nice defensive bulwark here against the main, as well as an assault cruiser stationed over there.
What do you think about A-Game using all of his missiles to try and hit the units rather than just piling damage onto the carrier?
I think it's better, actually. If you pile him on the carrier, eventually you'll force him out, but if you hit the units, you're getting free damage, basically.
But the units get repaired real quick, and you're actually scoring less net damage because it's much easier to hit a carrier.
It's true, it's true. I don't know, perhaps that's actually
I
wiser.
can see it either way, but like, he's been firing now for like 2 or 3 minutes with these missiles, and if all that damage was going onto the carrier, I can see a timeline where actually descara has to do something, because otherwise his carrier just dies.
Oh, that honor guard just got insta-dinked, did you see that?
Yeah, that was...
One volley and he's dead.
He lost his honor. So yeah, descara moving in with like a large amount of units in the north gets deflected for now by a stern defensive lineup here. A-Game with railguns and soundskimmers awaiting. But A-Game kind of pinting across the open now. Descara pushing the advantage. Railguns
also
stinging this Knef carrier.
Yeah. This is also kind of a terrible retreat because he was carrier blocking himself the whole way, so his railguns couldn't shoot back, so they were just awkwardly moving sideways, you know, trying to get a shot that they
just
couldn't.
aren't firing. So descara picks up a load of damage almost for free there. Gets A-Game's carrier down to like nearly half health, and now descara in a lovely position where he has A-Game fully contained in the spawn, not a unit out on the map. And are there any base runners on the loose? No.
Oh no. Descara says to check the units lost tab. I think you should. It's I think it tells the whole story there.
I didn't realize he'd been trading that badly. Oh my god.
No,
it's
not at all.
testament to A-Game's like production and unit placement that I still feel like he had an equivalent sized force this whole game, but yeah. Okay, wow. Descara's been trading good.
Indeed. And suddenly, you know, the way that I kind of criticized he split his army on 2 flanks, suddenly it looks really sharp, so As
Yeah,
expected, I eat my words.
And I couldn't have the camera in two places at once, so I wasn't really like looking really at what was going on in the north too much, but he must have been finding some value up there, so that's
Yeah.
really nice.
Power 4 coming out for descara too. You know what Power 5 means, I'm sure that's what he's headed to next.
Yeah, it's good times. Good times with
Indeed.
tactical
Well,
nukes.
good times for one of us. Good times for the red guy.
Okay, so A-Game here going to take a risk, strikes out into the middle.
But there's an assault cruiser
fastest
waiting for him, and
units.
look how bunched up he is.
Yeah.
Oh
Assault
gosh.
cruisers. Oh god.
Oh, and the tac missiles on the assault rails too. Oh, that was close.
Yeah, yeah.
That could have done insane damage.
Alright, so he doesn't find anything. He needs to do something, and he's clearly, like, he's trying. He has to break this lock somehow, but descara has him pinned. The carrier is almost repaired, so if there's going to be a time, it's got to be soon. Descara is not putting on any objective pressure, that's the one thing, but he might not need to if he just wins this fight. But if he was also grabbing objectives, then this game is just A-Game's problem. It's just like, you
Actually,
have to
he has got one in his hands, headed to the extraction now.
Oh, he does? Yeah, okay, great, okay. As long as there's just some form of objective pressure, I'm happy.
But how many rails is this from descara?
I don't know, too many.
This is 20 railguns. Oh my goodness.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's playing it pretty safe, which I respect, but he could probably just sledgehammer in here if he wanted to. Power 5's on the way.
True. It's true, but animals fight the hardest when they're cornered, man. Why poke the bear when you can just be like, it's your problem?
Come to me, bear. See how strong
right.
you are when you... Well, I mean,
Power
it's still a bear,
is
but...
way, and he can start nuking him then, and like, that is like fish in a barrel. There's nowhere they can go. Okay, A-Game slips out. He slips out in the north. Some sand skimmers, an assault railgun. If he can get past these units and into the exposed economy of descara, he can force some units to come back and defend, but descara sees it. A-Game stops moving. Crucially, he stops moving, so that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I think these ACs are going to stop him anyway, though. His rails on that side are actually getting pretty weak, though. They took one too many HCC shots, and of course, you know, they don't heal themselves, so...
Yeah, look at this line from descara, by the way. Just masterful management of, like, tons of units. Looking real tight.
Yeah. It's just, how do you break this, you know? I'm scratching my head. I don't have anything. An artillery cruiser fab going to start getting tech turn too, as if he needs it. Ugh. Disgusting. It's just too good.
No, I like that actually.
Yeah,
really
me too.
Like that.
Me
too. That actually is like the checkmate composition, because then A-Game is just dying even by standing still. And
I mean, same mentality as the cruise missile, right? You know.
Right. Yeah. Which has that been researched?
Yep, he's got it. So if he finds a window, like if he puts a cruise missile and hits both of these honor guards, I say he just goes for it.
Okay, he doesn't have the CUs right now.
Yeah, he just got him. So this would be, I think, the time to push for him. It's gonna hold on to it for a bit, though.
I mean, you can wait, right?
Sure.
I just don't see why now has to be the moment.
Impatience, I guess. Because it's what I would do. Because it's what I would do.
When it comes down to the timing as well, I think you want to engage, and then that forces A-Game to like compact his units as you push him back, or commit to putting them all in certain places and then use the nuke. I don't think you like nuke and then move in. I think you like move in then nuke.
Yeah. A-Game is gonna kind of overextend here, by the way. He was looking to put down some missiles onto the base runner, but that's obviously pretty far away.
Yeah. Okay, here comes the nuke.
Oh, it's right on the HECs, on 3 of them, and they're not moving. He hasn't seen it yet.
That's game!
Oh, jeez. Bunch of rails. Gets the 2 HECs really low, so again, yeah, now is the perfect time to push.
That is like game-ending damage. I don't think there's any way now. That was like a lot of units that just died. So if descara follows this up...
Which he is. Here comes that carrier.
Yeah, I mean, actually, you know what? This is like the counter-argument. I reckon... Obviously, if you get a nice hit with the opening nuke, then the battle isn't even close. You never even have to engage A-Game when he has access to it in most of his DPS. But I still think that you can like feint in, make A-Game commit, or bunch his units up, and then nuke. Anyway, whatever.
Sure. And that nuke actually followed sort of like an attack on the what'd you call it? I think that's north, like the flank on the left, right? So that is kind of what you were saying. He bunched up to attack them, and all of a sudden, boom.
Yeah, and the artillery cruiser is just sowing destruction. There's just too much. Imagine the radio net right now for the Kneff forces. It's just like screaming and explosions.
They're just everywhere. Just shoot at something.
There's too many of them. Blah. Yeah, it's like. Okay, well, Descara takes game one in pretty convincing fashion. A-game finding some edges in the early game, grabbing more artifacts, making some pokes, but
yeah, once we hit the mid game,
meaningful moves were denied. Like the blast drones denied, every meaningful poke denied. We got worried for a second, but in the words of Descara, it's called coalition production. And that was good enough. It's just like, oh, I wish I had some support for my carrier that's isolated on this hill. Boom! An army just kind of appears out of it. Great, done.
Yeah, hashtag Galzian OP, right? Shrike. You've never known the pain of facing coalition production, man. This happens all the time in my games against Descara. I'm not kidding. Like, I'll be like, yes, I just killed this whole army. Let's move in, you know. And then like, there's another whole army there. Like, how did this get here, you know?
Yeah.
It's just
his carrier's alone. I'll attack it. A few moments later, oh god, he's got a whole army with his carrier. How did he get that? Okay, cool. I am ready to go on game 2.
Alrighty, me too. 3, 2, 1, go. Game 2 gonna be Galzian territories, although I'm sure it looks a little bit different than you remember it.
Yes. Although I have to imagine that's for the better. Ooh, okay.
Yes.
I like the way the resource sites are like down at the long end of the map.
This is an interesting map. I'm actually still not, you know, the most pleased with it, but it's a lot better than what we had in vanilla, where like one player has high ground and one player has low ground. Like, it's just,
that was rough.
That's just obviously incorrect, right?
I know. Yeah, that was really tough. There
I
are
remember
so many games where you just see people like do railgun aggression and just win early on, and you're like, this is really hard to defend.
Yeah, I remember the first game that I played that you cast was like on this map, and I had the low ground spawn, and this guy like China all the time, I think his name was. I came up with like assault rails and stuff, and like I couldn't see the high ground because this map is also like impossible to see high ground on. So he chased me back to my carrier, but I managed to like stay there for like 5 minutes getting attacked. Like he could not finish me off. It was hilarious, and he didn't go up to 2 base for some reason. So
okay, so A-game going for assault ship fab.
yeah, this early on, he's not going to get ref mode, as some people have done in this tournament. This will definitely be an attack here off of one PC.
Yeah, it looks that way, doesn't it? Here comes the PC. But what A-game's really good at doing, and to be honest, so is Descara, is just moving out, putting on a bit of pressure, but it's not like an all-in. It's not like if it fails, he's like in a terrible position. He's just literally poking. He's like, "Are you gonna let me have any damage with these assault vehicles? And if not, then it's cool. I got stuff going on behind this. I will not overextend. I will keep them. I'll fall back so you can't kill me, and then we're just gonna move into a normal game." So I imagine this is the kind of thing we're going to see from A-game. So a couple of Sandscummers coming out.
Me too.
LAV spots positioning on this production cruiser.
But crucially, A-game is going to know that it's an LAV that spotted the positioning, and that tells A-game quite a lot actually about the build from Descara, because if it was going to be the usual greed, he would definitely be doing this with a probe. So definitely he'll tech armor right away, and he'll start building an assault ship too. But yeah, the AV is close here. This is a little bit uncomfortable for A-game. It really needs to be teching armor.
He's going to have to respect it.
Okay, there's armor.
But the assault ships are just nowhere near being out.
Yeah, but armor is actually on the way for Descara as well. So this will still be a pretty technical fight here, but A-game kind of has the defender's advantage, because as he runs away, he's going to be building up units.
That's right, yeah. So I think that both players' forces, like, they just kind of rub up against each other, and like nobody can really take a very profitable fight. So everybody just gets to go home and go into a regular game, which suits me as a caster. Hell yeah, I love it when these guys get into the late game. So I'm happy about that. Sure.
And it looks like A-game is going to be, or Descara that is going to be kind of getting the jump on this a little bit. So he's already got his support cruiser on the way. A-game does not have ref mode started.
No, I was just going to say, still not on the way. But only because, okay, now he has the money. There it is. Okay, yeah, cool. Great. So it's on the way. He's not going to do anything crazy. He makes the correct decision, basically.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like he's a little bit behind here, but...
He is, but it's not by an amount that's going to make any difference in, like, 2.5 minutes, even. So I think he's fine.
Yeah. Unless that is Descara gets up on the 3, like, real fast.
If Descara isn't pushing in, then it doesn't matter.
Let's see here.
Alright.
Fighter and gunship going to be the choice. What? Yeah, fighter and gunship as we move into the mid-game. And that's pretty standard for Descara. You know how much he loves his air. I don't think A-game will be cut off by this.
I'm just excited that we get to see some air units.
Yes, me too. First ones of the series.
Gunship. I want to see the gunship.
First ones of this decade for you, right? I don't think we saw any in our match between Shrike and A-Game. I haven't seen aircraft like this for a decade.
Oh. Okay, A-Game gets these sound skimmers by. Have they been scouted? It doesn't look like it.
No, I don't think so. And he's getting
I think
intercept
they actually
protect
got
too.
around. Okay, so 4 sound skimmers slipped through the net. This is annoying.
This is not such a terrible fight for... maybe it is. Oh, yeah, actually, this is looking a little bit difficult here. Oh, that cruise missile was a bad miss. He could have killed one of the AAVs with it there, but...
To be honest, though, as long as descara is awake, though, it's really hard. He's only microing like 3 AAVs, so, like,
oh, no.
you always dodge the missile.
These missiles, A-Game. I think you need to practice a bit. But yeah, this is a bit rough. Now getting pulled off the second base, we're starting to move into territory where he's definitely behind here.
And there's an AAV to defend at home now, so like these sound skimmers just not really getting a lot done.
Yeah, they have a bit of pressure, I guess, but that's all. He does manage to scout air tech with them, which is going to be important,
look,
I think.
Descara gets out with all 3 of the AAVs.
Yeah.
Sick. I mean,
Yeah.
lost 1, didn't he?
No, all 3 are alive. That was just 3 of
Oh,
them.
there weren't 4? Oh man, well that's pretty good.
Look at this guy, he's a lieutenant. Lieutenant Dan! Dude, look at this.
Oh yeah, Lieutenant Dan. Sounds like a Street Fighter character.
And he's taken so much damage that I think it's fair to say he's got no legs. So, we're reliving Forrest Gump here. No, actually, he's got the legs to limp himself home. Unless this is Forrest Gump, you know, dragging him out of the fields of Vietnam here. Back to the support cruiser. Oh boy. I'm getting carried away in the metaphor. Please stop me.
Get a medal for it. Yeah. I haven't watched that film for so long. Alright, here come 3 strike fighters coming on out of Descara's carrier.
Indeed, but the interceptors are launching at the same time. 3
Yeah.
on 4, I'd say whoever's at home wins this one. You know? Whoever's got some anti-air from the ground units should win this fight.
Yeah, although those strike fighters are heading in. They don't want to overextend.
Oh, they kill an interceptor already, though.
Yeah, they get like the 1 hit. Actually, was it? Wait, it was 4 on 2. The third interceptor
Yeah, it was
not
4 on
done.
2.
Oh, okay. Well, I know who that favors. Damn. All right.
But still,
So-
trading 1 for 1 there. That's not
Yeah.
terrible for A-Game, although I think the price works better for.
It's not terrible, but it does leave Descara with complete control of the skies, and he's just going to be taking
Yes, well,
shots
that's
at
true,
exposed
too.
units now.
That's true too. And we have that 3rd support cruiser coming out as well. So Descara's gonna be on 3 base in just a jiffy here.
Yeah, is he weaponizing his carrier? Not yet. All right.
Yeah, they're pointing out in the chat, Descara did something really cool there, actually. I
Yeah.
thought, oh yeah, this makes perfect sense. He'll come in and shoot the assault ships, and then A-Game comes in with the interceptors. Now he's got kind of like he has the first shot as well. But Descara somehow, like, last second retargeted and managed to hit the interceptors first, which kind of won him that fight, so.
But Descara doesn't micro, so.
No, he just macros, that's all he needs.
Yeah, that's cool.
He literally told me, like, the reason he makes AVs instead of LAVs is because he just doesn't like microing. I mean, from what I've seen, he's pretty good at it, but...
Yeah, everybody's got, you got to have your own playstyle, right?
True. Here come the strike fighters out again. There's no
And there's missile
anti-air.
ships out as well.
Well, I mean, there's interceptors, of course, but...
Sorry, missile batteries, I should say.
So I think Descara's idea, kind of like long-term here, is if he can get the missile batteries up toward his opponent, then he forces his opponent to get some kind of anti-air for his zone, because he can't use his interceptors anymore, so...
Yeah.
Always a fun strategy. It tends to work really well.
And A-Game can't exactly engage in because there's AAVs screening them, so... And does he have railgun tech? No. And he's going for siege cruiser tech. Actually, that is a good answer. That's real nice.
Con F Siege, gotta love it, right?
Yeah, unit's pretty good. But Railgun Fab is just now finishing for Descara, so the answer is there.
Indeed. And we've seen games like this between A-Game and Descara before.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Whenever Descara tells you to look at the units lost tab, you know it's gonna be bad. Again, A-Game trailing by like a factor of 3 here. This is tricky.
Yeah. For now. That's not too bad, though, at this stage in the game.
That's pretty bad, I would say.
If it was like 5,000 under 19,000, that's a lot worse than like 500 under 1,900. Like, this can still swing. He's in a bad spot, I'm not denying it, but like...
Sure.
This is not over.
This is the moment that's gonna count, though. Because these
Oh,
AAVs are
God.
going to pressure the third now. You can see A-Game already pulling off the base, being very conservative, which I like.
Interceptors. Oh, no,
Look at the
they
missile
just go straight
batteries,
into
yep.
Missile batteries, yeah.
They're
I mean,
there.
I feel like now he's just lost so many military units just here and there, and like just being picked off by aircraft and being picked off by batteries, and I mean, what he just doesn't actually have the units he needs to fight this.
Yeah, like
Ah.
what he's going to do for anti-air, I really don't know.
And
Although I agree with
Descara's getting
Descara.
these base runners out for free. There's no way
Yeah.
he can challenge.
Yeah. I actually
yeah,
agree
free
with
support
Descara though. I
cruisers.
think putting the AAVs closer in would have been better. He maybe could have done some damage to the base, but as it is, he's still in a very dominant position here. And yeah, he does have 3 support cruisers, so that carrier's going to start moving out now.
Yeah. And that's like 4 railguns. Sound skimmers are going to come in, but that's only 4 sound skimmers. If they somehow get around the carrier, there's a chance. But I don't think they will. And actually, he can just scramble his strike fighters to deal with it.
Yeah, that's true. He's actually got an AV on the second as well, so. Oh my gosh, chat. They're just going crazy over there. Oh boy. Kind of siege is on the way. No, the Magpie is casting. I agree with Maze though. It is good to see that you're alive, man.
Yeah, thanks. I'm really glad. It's been a crazy year, but I'm trying to build my life to a place where I have more time for casting at the moment. But anyway.
Because what else would you want to do with your time? Kind of siege
Literally.
popping out of the carrier just about now.
Yeah,
That's very
so
good.
yeah, siege cruiser comes out. Can he stabilize on this?
Yeah, because he's going to need it. Interceptor goes down to the missile batteries. There's only 1 left. Again,
Oh,
he
he's
still
researched
doesn't
the EMP
have...
shell.
Yeah, I noticed that too. That's fun. We'll see what he's able to do with it. But he still doesn't have any kind of anti-air option here, so I'm still really worried, like, what's he going to do about these strike fighters? Again, here they are just picking off assault ships, you know?
And
It's
what's
a tough
he gonna
life.
do about the overwhelming rail advantage with strike fighter and carrier to insulate them against the siege cruiser?
Yeah, that's a good
It's not
point,
good.
too. Speaking of which,
Okay.
Descar is starting to take some power reserves as well here.
I would not look at the resource loss tab.
Yeah, let's just close that. Let's just put that away.
Getting worse. It's getting worse.
We don't need to see, you know. We can just believe that this is an even game. This long dune from his mid to the third arc. Oh yeah, I think I see the one you're talking about. You just need siege of your own, Descara, and then you can utilize the Magpie Hill. That's actually what I've started calling this, because in that one cast that we did together, you were like going off about this hill like the whole time.
Yeah, I know. Because
Yeah,
somebody like brutally mismanaged it, and I was just like, no, that's not how you do it.
Yes, like I call it the Magpie Hill now when I'm like casting or playing and stuff like that. You're famous, man.
I do what I can. I do what I can.
Barrage is coming down here now. Actually, no, it's the EMP shell.
EMP shell coming on in.
Hi-ya.
That's a good hit. He gets the missile batteries. Can he make something happen?
What's going on up here in the top side? Looks like he's clearing out a turret with these assault ships. If he can make kind of a breakthrough to the main, you know, he does give his opponent some grief, make him focus on 2 flanks at once, but I don't think he can. The strike fighter's just too good here.
They're just cleaning up. Yeah, they're just turning the battle, and the railguns can actually support either side, whichever battle is needed. Like they have the range.
So
Okay,
that's a
EMP
good attempt.
shell.
I really like...
Base runner.
Oh, right on the base runner.
Base.
I really like what A-Game was going for there, but it doesn't look like he managed it.
Me too. That is about the best as I can imagine he could do with the limited options he had.
And look, these
Oh, no,
AVs can just
British
attack the
ships
third,
coming
yeah.
through. Yeah.
Because this is just a power 0 carrier here, no artifacts even. Good smoke as
Yeah.
well.
And in fact, are we about to have game-ending artifacts? No.
Close, right?
Close.
The
yeah.
game-ending artifact is that one up on the top there. Like, it spawned. He just hasn't picked it up yet.
Yeah, but I mean, this is a route. This is so brutal. Those AAVs get cleaned up, but they killed like all of the salvages, I think, at the third.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty gross.
I mean, A-Game is close to just getting taken out of this game, let alone...
Yeah.
You know.
Oh no, he's gonna lose a siege cruiser here to the strike fighters. I think there's just nothing. That's been the story of this game actually, which you've constantly been on about, and you're right. It's just there's no answers to this aerial superiority.
Yeah, like where are the missile ships? It's just there's
Does
no
he
money.
even have the research though? No,
Yeah.
not even.
And like, in a way, I don't blame him. He doesn't have the
That's
money,
it.
but yeah.
That's it.
Tap,
Wow,
tap, 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 tap.
descara putting up 2 sick games. All right, well, it is a best of 7, so he needs 2 more. But this is looking. This next game is the crucial one in the series. Then, if you ask me, if descara takes this
I
next
think so
one,
too.
then A-Game has to win 4 in a row, and that's basically impossible. So I reckon this next game is like going to be absolutely pivotal. A-Game needs it if he's going to have a chance in the series, I think.
I mean, just psychologically, that puts you so far down to like lose 3 in a row and know that you're on the ace match kind of for him. Well, no, you're not. You're on the, what do you call it? You're on the losing match, right?
Like before you even have a chance. Yeah, it's really nasty. So
yeah.
Oh yeah, shout out to Measiest in chat. Yeah, it's it is good to be alive. Thank you.
Yeah, that's Maze, if you recognize him from that.
Oh yeah, sorry. Like my second monitor is like way out in my peripheral vision, and it's like far enough away that like A's and E's kind of look the same. But yeah, hey Maze.
Selam.
Oh, I'm on 29:54. Sorry, I hit that.
Oh, okay. I'll just give you I'll just give you the countdown though. 3, 2, 1, go. But yeah, I think it's worth noting, like, a lot of finals, I believe the way it's happened actually is that, like, even back in the Artifact Cup days, descara would, these are best of 3s I think back then, he would win, and then A-Game would win 2. And then when we did best of 5s, he would win 2 of them, and then A-Game would win 3. So...
Oh, okay, well, I mean, if A-Game's saving the best till last, then he can totally lose this one and then win 4, it's easy.
That's definitely, yeah, that's definitely how it's gone before. So...
Okay, alright, well... I mean, I'm hoping that we get to see another game where nobody's gonna die before the 10-minute mark in this game, are they? Let's see what happens.
You activated my trap card. Amazing. Well, descara is going for something interesting here. He already has LAV Fab, which is pretty rare for him. There's no base runner retirement though, so I think he's gonna make like 5 or so and then go into Sport Cruiser first. But we'll have to see. What's A-Game doing here?
Nothing super interesting. I think he's just going to play a pretty calm game. Like,
oh, calmness lost. He's actually moving out with that PC again. So far this looks pretty similar.
Yet, though, does it?
True, yeah, but it definitely means he's not going to go for ref mode till he has some kind of tech, I think.
I mean, every meter he moves this further away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now he's moved it quite a long way around. Yep.
So I think it'll be kind of like last game, which of course didn't work that time, but.
Hang on a second.
What the heck?
That is a lot of LAVs. They are coming in hard.
Did you see Missile Ship Fab on the queue for just a second?
Yeah, I think it was a mistake. He's alright.
No, it was planned. Missile Ship Rush. I'm telling you.
I mean, yeah, that missile barrage, man.
Did you know, I used to think this could actually be like a viable strategy for the top tier. I experimented with it for a bit, and I decided, yeah, this does not work at all.
It's difficult to see worlds in which that works. If they like put all of their salvagers on top of each other and you get the barrage of destiny, then like maybe.
I mean, I've made it work against like lower tier players. Sometimes I do it to troll in like the group stages and stuff. But yeah, it just top tier players are never gonna let you get away with it. Unfortunately, it takes too long to set up. I wish though.
Okay, so we're going to have a fight here between the strikecraft of both players. Looks like it's, what, there's 6 Sand Skimmers to 5 LAVs right now. descara going to give way for now. There's no real advantage to fighting right now.
No.
Out in that terrain where the Sand Skimmers can easily slip away behind line of sight blockers and like use their health regeneration to get the edge in a fight. So definitely fall back and take the fight back here. descara, pretty clever.
It's kind of as I suspected. It is going to be a Sport Cruiser after just a couple of LAVs here, so we've got like a 2-base scenario coming up pretty soon, I think, for A-Game here. So descara definitely, or other way around, for descara. So A-Game definitely needs to be on his toes. If he's not pressuring his opponent, he needs to be getting eco, but he's pretty good at it. He's keeping contact with the army, so descara has not felt like he's safe to build salvagers yet, which is exactly what he wants. And one heavy rail going to pop out of this PC now. And he has the EMP round tech already, so...
Crucially, the probe for descara slips by, and that's going to see that there's no, like, eco cheese behind this, or just anything stupid that he needs to worry about. It's cool.
So descara knows, you know, no rush. I mean, I don't have to be, like, flailing to get rid of this attack as fast as possible and get onto eco. My opponent's not got it himself, so... Definitely going to make him feel a little bit more comfortable, I think.
So now the railgun comes out.
No rush. I guess it's more like there is a rush, but I don't have to rush. You know what I mean, descara. You know what I mean. Oh no! Look at that. Descara's railgun gets jumped on by these skimmers.
That railgun comes out in a terrible position. A-Game was waiting for that. Oh, he pounces.
Holy spoons! It
Takes
just gets hooned on.
Yeah, hooned to bits. And so, okay, assault railgun plus railgun, putting on some decent pressure. The carrier down to like 80% HP. So starting to look risky. A-Game definitely getting the upper hand. Not in any massive way, nothing that can't be reversed here. Like, descara not in any, like, huge danger. He's going to lose the salvager here. That's unfortunate, but again, not game-ending damage. Base runner could put down a turret. Has he got the money? Yeah.
Yeah, but he probably shouldn't. I think it'll just get killed by the railgun.
Yeah. So, actually, if he's feeling super cunning, he could put down the turret, like, down... He can't do it now, but he could have earlier when he had the position down to the left, like, by the sand dune. Anyway.
I think A-Game should be... A-Game should convert this into kind of like yeah, and I think he's fleet cap now, by the way. But I think A-Game should, you know, convert this into an all-in... Yeah, there we go, by making another PC, which he just has now on the queue.
Oh, so he's not going refinery?
No. But I think that's the right move. Because I think he's got a good position here where he can just win the game from here. He just manages to keep his rail numbers high, which he can do, because he has the LDMs.
Descara has railgun tech, right?
Yes, yeah.
So he's building railguns. No, he's not.
But this map is kind of like terribly punishing if you get this spawn. You see how A-Game's going for range calibration, right? If you chill out on this hill that A-Game is on, kind of, you can like range his salvagers from there. It's insane.
Yeah, I see. Okay, but he's got 2 railguns now.
There is no turret on the field maze. I don't think he's... Yeah, he didn't set one down.
I don't think there's a turret.
No. The EMP rounds are really nice for A-Game here too, because it gives him a little bit of safety. If the LAVs do manage to like run over him, he can just kind of like chunk them. We never saw EMP rounds at all in vanilla, right? But they existed this whole time, and I think they were like this like secret weapon that we just like never realized existed. Range calibration is done. Probably wants to turn this on.
So is A-Game doing the usual A-Game thing? No, he's not. Okay.
By that you mean like
just slip out 4 LAVs, just slip out 4 LAVs around the top left, because like for once in this game, A-Game did not have like 2 sand skimmers out on the flanks patrolling the map looking for that kind of thing. So like if he'd have sent them out like 2 minutes ago, those LAVs would be killing salvagers over on A-Game.
EMP. Oh no.
Oh, it's probably game.
Ouch.
I'm sorry, what? Those look quite good. Well,
yeah.
A-Game secures himself the pivotal game that he needs to. How? Somebody tell me, what? Those are in the game? What are those? What?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
those
just, it's a tech that you get for the railguns, and you can fire this EMP round. That's what I'm saying, like, this existed in vanilla, and we never used it. Like, not even once, I don't think, right?
No, I didn't.
Incredible.
I just assumed that nothing good, Aileen, like, that's already a powerful enough unit. It can't have, like, a better other firing mode, right? Why even bother looking into that? Okay, wow.
Crazy. It's like a dart maneuver for the assault railguns. We never used to get that either, but...
Oh, yeah.
Turns out to be pretty useful.
Yeah. I remember when people in the vanilla just weren't getting turbo boost on their LAVs, and I was just like, this is really good, you should get it.
Do you have a moment I could talk to you about our Lord and Savior LAV Assault Pack?
Yeah, right.
Garmulator would be a missionary for LAV Assault Pack, I think. He'd do it.
So, just, like, so what is the, like
the mechanism?
What are the characteristics of the EMP shell? So
Sure.
Clearly it's a AoE round. It clearly does not just do EMP damage because it killed everything.
Yeah. Yeah, the damage is surprisingly high.
AoE, like, damaging attack that also applies EMP for a while, right?
Yeah, the only problem with it is that it has the wind-up that the railgun does, so it takes like a second and a half to fire, and then it has travel time, so it's difficult to lead the target. But in that kind of scenario... Yeah. In that kind of scenario, what happened, if you watch it again later, descara has his LAVs run past his carrier. He gives them a move order through it, right, but they can't go underneath it. So they all file up into like a nice little column, like right next to it. And so if he shoots for like the front of the column, even if he's a little bit off and it hits like in the middle, it's still going to do huge damage, and that's what it did.
Yeah, I think it's also safe to say descara probably not actually having that ability on his mind. Like, I don't think that was
he just said that in
expected, or else
chat.
he would have spread them a bit better.
Yeah. says he thinks he forgot about the EMP in that game, which I would believe. So
Yeah. Seems about right. Oh, well, he's probably not going to forget that one in a hurry. Not this series, anyway.
no, I would think not. I would think not.
Okay, I'm good. I'm on 29, 5-5.
Alrighty, 3, 2, 1, go. So, Firebase Krill gonna be the fourth map. The sun is hiding.
The sun is hiding on Firebase Krill, perpetually hiding. Nobody casting ever.
Oh no, A-Game has to leave now. Rip in pieces.
Oh, you off, A-Game.
Just quit your job so that you can watch.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us, A-Game, and thank you very much for the awesome games and replays. We'll see you when we do.
Indeed. Oh, he's here for 15 more minutes. Dang it. We just gave him like a
okay.
farewell, and now he's still here. What the heck?
False alarm. Okay, well, in 15 minutes, A-Game, just skip back on the replay to that timing and hear my comments.
A-Game, you're ruining things in every way possible. Just get out now. This is a toxic environment.
So...
AV Rush. Looks to be the play by Descara here.
I'm down.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try something. I mean, Descara's still ahead by a game. He can try a high risk, high reward strategy here. Part of being a good RTS player is knowing that you can't just always play safe and consistent. You can't always like do your favorite thing. Like, if you never cheese, if your opponents never respect that possibility, then you are missing an edge in the game. So yeah, Descara can try something a little bit more volatile here, perhaps.
Yeah, and I think it's a reaction to the fact that A-Game has not done a ref mode first build since the Shallows, which, I mean, that doesn't count, because you have to do it there. But I don't think A-Game has any plans for ref mode first because he's Conef, and he doesn't get the scanner, and I feel like he's not really, I don't know, he's not really, like, confident going ref mode first when he can't get any scouting, which probably rightfully so. This is exactly the scenario that he wants it against, so. Good moves all around, I would say.
Yep. Solitary LAV gonna scout these sound skimmers.
Roby over here talking some mad nonsense. Boza has to work harder for our love. No. That should be default. I'm sorry, sir. You're wrong. A-Game probably wants to tech Armor 1 here. He doesn't know that there's AAVs out yet, but he does see that LAV, and that kind of is like a good tip-off. That something like that's gonna happen. I think he might be trying to save for ref mode, though, but I don't know.
Maybe? I don't know, he should probably be building assault ships.
He sees it now. He sees the AAV. And I think Armor 1 has got to be the choice at this point.
I think he kind of knew it was AAVs, though.
Yeah, it's the same tells as Gaussian
Territories.
territories.
Just seen them, he saw like slow-moving sensor blips, and that can really only be them.
Yeah, and he saw the LAV first as well.
Yeah.
It's gonna be ref mode with no fleet cap 45. Okay, he changes his mind. That's probably the right move. Going ref mode on fleet cap 25 is like really risky.
So bad. I hate that. I've lost so many games that way.
Yeah, this way you can get ref mode up, but still be making more assault chips. I like that a lot. He should be able to hold here, but A-Game's right though. These are kind of like slow decisions. He just put that in chat, as you can see.
This is not a rush. Descara stops at 3.
Yeah, and you can see his support cruisers coming out just now.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I like that from Descara as well. Yeah, this is nice.
He just cancelled Railfab.
Oh, he cancels? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, maybe he wants to go fighter and gunship. Maybe he just wants to expand, like, Omega fast.
No. He's not spending the money. Okay, there we go. Well, he spends it on assault cruiser fab. Okay.
Fun times.
I like it.
Me too. This is pretty spicy, as you'd say.
Yeah, this is the kind of like unexpected stuff. This is kind of like what I wish that Shrike would have had something like this up his sleeve. You know, like, oh look, I'm going to throw out 3 AAVs, and then like that buys me the time to secretly get out some tech, like the like assault cruisers. Like I know Shrike was playing Gaussian, not Coalition, but still.
I mean, let's face it, assault cruisers are pretty Gaussian-looking units anyway, so.
That they are. All right, so a little run by 3 sand skimmers going to come through here. Not going to pick up anything meaningful. But he does get
a little bit of scouting.
Yeah, he gets to count the salvages, and that's important.
I think maybe what he's really looking for is air tech, and he's gonna see, okay, no air. And he's gonna go for interceptors himself.
The carrier. Oh, so he will. Actually, he won't know about the assault cruiser fab yet.
No.
Okay. finished. Alright, fair enough.
Actually, it's got no tell, so you can't actually see when your opponent has teched it.
Oh, does that one not have a tell? Fair, okay.
No. I mean, it could be battle cruisers for all we know. That'd be spicy.
Ugh. I mean, that's expensive though.
Yes, very. That'd be pretty wonky. I've seen Descara do that recently, but oh jeez, Descara, learn how to spell. I know you're in Denmark or whatever, but like that's just disappointing.
Cruzier.
Eh. What's with the umlauts, man? This isn't Germany.
It's close to an umlaut. I don't know what that is though.
It's A. It's just A spam. Yeah, Maze. This is how you should spell your name from now on. It's just M and then tons of A umlauts and then Z.
Oh yeah, that'll definitely get. All right, okay. So decent scouting network here from Descara, but 5 assault ships are going to slip through, and it.
Yeah, this is weird.
He knows about this, right? Is he just going to leave this to the assault cruiser to hold?
No,
Is that assault cruiser going to come out in time?
Oh yeah, he is building one. Okay, I was about to say like I hope not. He's not going to even have one.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've just
one?
like totally flipped places.
Oh yeah, okay, he did build one. All right, cool. So that's going to help, but these assault ships might get some good
target
damage.
salvagers. Don't target the AC, you fool. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's kind of what he wants. All right, yeah. So the AC is just going to like eat those guys up. That's not the end of the world though. And on the other side of the map, the armored assaults are going to get taken out by interceptors from A-Game.
Indeed.
They do some damage, trading like reasonably. He's going to get a salvager as well. Was that the second salvager? Yeah. So that's 2 salvagers and an assault ship. Not too bad. Oh no, he doesn't micro. Of course, he's Descara. He doesn't get that salvager. But actually, 2 more armored assaults come in here.
I love
and
the
he's getting
flame.
more salvagers. This is looking real good for Descara now.
Yes, it is.
God damn, though, micro boy. Oh, his AAVs were splitting fire on 2 salvagers for the longest time there. If this means that he doesn't get a salvager,
it's gonna be close. He gets it.
He does get one, yeah. I reckon he might. Oh no, he wasn't going to be able to get another. All right, cool. All right, Descara, you get away with it this time. But micro's strong, man. You should.
But you know, his macro's there for sure. Here you can see him up on 3 base now.
Alright, so that was a real nice exchange. Let's take a look at the units lost tab, and we see that Descara is considerably ahead. Like,
just take a look at the units tab. He has double as many salvagers. Oof.
Yeah, so that's pretty nice. Okay, yeah, so Descara comes out of that in fantastic shape, mining off of 3 locations with the anti-air tech that he requires. The missile batteries are fanning out onto the map now. The assault cruiser is like all the ground defense he needs in the immediate future, and it's up to him. But where does he take this lead? Well, he's going to be taking it towards armor level 2, which is fine, and we'll just have to see where he's going to take it. He needs to gather more resources than we know.
I mean, just look at the game sense from Descara. This is really quite masterful. You know, he does the damage.
Good.
He knows his opponent has got air probably, so he's like, okay, where's he going to go? He's going to go to my main, so 2 missile batteries go there. And then the interceptors see it and they pull away. And he says, okay, where does he go next? He's going to go to my 3rd, and he sends a missile battery there. He's right where he needs to be, right before he needs to be there. It's just,
yeah,
it's
these
beautiful.
assault ships are going to get deflected by the assault cruiser, so...
It brings tears to my eyes.
They ain't going to find anything. This is nice. This is so nice. Well, I mean, A-Game isn't dead, and an A-Game that isn't dead is inherently concerning, so...
That's true.
There's not one yet.
That's true. An A-Game that isn't dead is disconcerting. I like that.
Yeah.
Relifab on the way now for Descara.
Okay, I like that. He's filling out his tech tree.
I just like praised his
here?
game sense here, but like as you can see, he is actually not sending one onto his main. So.
Well, what do you think about going air tech here for Descara?
For Descara, he could probably pull it off since he has missile batteries already, but. I don't know, you usually don't want to go air into a Galzian player who's already got air.
Who already has interceptors, yeah.
I say as he like sends one to its death, but that's okay though. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think he needs air. I think Rails is probably the better move from this position.
Yeah, I agree.
A little bit of disruption onto the main base, but no salvagers are going to go down crucially, so I think Descara holds that one just fine. And A-Game is like just now getting resaturated onto his third, so...
Yeah, like he has the second PC moving out now, and that is the extent of the damage that descara has done. But descara is now only ahead. He's not getting further ahead, not now that this PC is out with the salvages. So now the game kind of a step closer to parity. Descara still with a great lead, but...
Yeah. I mean, if I were him, I'd be feeling real good about this game. But it's not over yet.
Me too, yeah. But A-Game is still breathing. That's the problem. We gotta fix that.
Go for the blood choke.
Yeah, I mean, let's just check the tech here. Alright, he's not really committing to any tech either. How many interceptors did he lose? Like 3, and then he has 3 more, so...
Yeah, he spent quite a lot of money on those. And I think Descara's play now... Descara's play now is probably to start finally, like, getting the hills, right? It's like the one that he's moving on to right now with that AC. And then if he can get it, the one that's, like, close to his opponent's main. But A-Game does have bomber tech. He didn't build any of them, but he's got the tech, so... Curious to see where he goes with that.
How many bombers does it take to one-shot a support cruiser these days?
As
3?
Galzian, I think it's like... I think it's 3. They won't one-shot it, but they have 2 bombs, you know? So they come in for 2 passes and they'll kill it.
Yeah, okay.
These railguns, though, they're always just juicy targets whenever bombers get up on the field. And they can survive a couple missile battery shots, so it's not like using interceptors, you know?
So this is the play from descara. This is how he opts to spend his lead. He spreads out on the map, starts grabbing artifacts at a relatively slow but safe rate, and he splits his units into bunches which have good ground cover, assault carrier in the north, and like railguns and armored assaults in the south, and good anti-air. Missile batteries spread out nicely. And he's just applying pressure, so I like this a lot. This is a really safe way of spending your lead. My only worry is that it may give A-Game the time to come up with something crazy and throw this game back off balance.
Which I think would have to be bombers, and you can see him launching them now.
Oh, he's built them? Oh yeah! Okay, bombers out, they get scouted.
They should probably just go for this AC immediately.
Oh no, missile batteries are like here on the runway, that hurts.
Yeah, I would have him just go straight for that assault cruiser though. I think he can kill it. We'll see what he chooses to do. He's gonna go to the main, it looks like.
Missile batteries in the north.
Yeah, that's what he's gonna do. But he leads with the interceptor, which is a little bit unfortunate. I can't tell what he's doing. It looks like he's going for the assault cruiser now.
The assault cruiser, yeah. Okay. He's gonna get it, but... Oh my god, his bombers escape! I thought for sure he was gonna lose a bomber.
Yeah, me too. What the heck?
Wow.
How did this happen?
I mean, they're pretty tough.
Wow. They're both on like a sliver of HP.
Yeah, that was so close.
That's crazy.
That's pretty lucky. I mean, let's be real. There's definitely a world where like they both go down or one of them goes down, and then this looks terrible. But I mean, he's not stabilized yet, but that's a real good exchange.
Man, why does this not happen when I use bombers? You know.
I know. I have a really hard time using Gaussian bombers. Like,
I send them out and they just like instantly die, and I'm like, okay, I thought these things were supposed to be survivable, you know.
The only time they're ever good is when I'm able to build up like 6 because I'm winning so hard, and I'm just like, haha, surprise! You lose your carrier. Like,
yeah. Man, have you seen any games by God Hates Weebs? He's like a magician. Like he'll get these air units out and they come back home with like 3 HP. It's unbelievable every single time.
Oh, that's cool.
I can't believe it.
That's a good skill to have.
Oh yeah.
But look at the sensor network. Look at this like choke hold from descara. It's not the strongest hold, but it's there.
If you just look at the red versus blue on the map here,
right? Exactly. It tells the story. 2 artifacts and another one coming. The carrier being weaponized and moving out onto the map now to support in the south.
And just as this game's ramping up, A-Game is on his way out. Rip. But thanks for joining us. We'll catch you later.
Oh, see ya, A-Game.
As we observe your possible demise in this Game 4.
Take care, man. I hope work goes okay.
Bomber's gonna come in here to take out the rails, but now there's Sporkers in tier 2, so I don't think there will be...
Oh my god, the cluster mortars!
Oh, I didn't see it. What happened? Did it just kill like 20 sand skimmers?
7 strike craft or something.
Oh
like
no. And yeah, this doesn't look good.
Walking in. I don't know. Yeah, this doesn't look good, right?
And that hole on the extraction zone is also just so good.
Game. Alright, it's 3-1 now.
Dang, that was like a real spanking ever since like the
Tournament
early game
point.
was okay, and then just all of a sudden it was not okay anymore. I don't know how else to say it. Ouch, man.
Yeah, game 5, tournament point.
Yeah, what's the
Descara.
score right now? 3-1? That's
It
that,
is,
yeah, that's
Descara
tournament
poised
point.
to take his first finals win against his arch nemesis. Oh, and it's on
Indeed.
Kalash Teeth. There could not have been a better map for it.
Oh yeah.
Down
The
and dirty.
classic.
This is like back alley fighting. There's no room for subtlety out here. Each man gets a shank, and now they have to go at it. We got a shank and a dustbin lid. Those are your weapons.
Shoot, what's the word for like a no holds barred fight? I can't remember. It's like something tudo, vale tudo, right?
Oh, I have no idea. I would usually say something like bare knuckle or something, just to be like,
Oh
we're
man,
fighting until one of us gets brain damage and loses. Like,
you're clearly not as versed in MMA as I am.
no, I am absolutely not. Although I have enjoyed watching the odd bit of it here and there. I'm ready when you are, by the way.
Sure, me too. 3, 2, 1, go.
Did you see that like clip of recently though? It was in like women's MMA, and that the one of them did like a fake glove touch. You know, they do the little fist bump at the start, and she like totally faked that and like came out kicking, and then like got instantly put down, and it was just like instant karma.
Man,
She
that's
was just
that's
like,
dirty.
Yeah, we good. We're gonna like touch gloves and be cool. And then she was just like, I'm gonna try and like it was all just a pretense. I'm not gonna touch gloves. I'm here to kill you. And then the other girl was just like, nah, you go down.
I did not see that, man. That's dirty. You know
Yes,
what? You know what I
yeah.
hate is that there's like this strategy in MMA of like looking like you're tapping but not really, so that your opponent will let go of you. Like, come on, you know?
That's ridiculous. You either tap or you don't. Don't mess with that. Come on.
Yeah, yeah. Because let me tell you, if people don't think you're tapping, bad stuff happens. That's how I nearly broke my arm last Saturday.
Oh wow, you don't just watch. You actually take part in this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I do jujitsu. So this guy
Okay,
had an
fair
arm
enough.
bar and like he couldn't hear me tapping or something, and I just heard like, I was like, ah, stop, get off.
Oh jeez.
It's mostly better now though.
Okay. Man, that's real rough.
And hey, look at that, we have ref mode first from A Game for the first time.
On the last map you'd expect it, of course he'd do it here. Just to try and catch Descara off guard.
The
art
mind
of war.
games.
Yeah.
Although you should
deception
note,
is
he
key.
is doing something kind of funky over here with this base runner. So, was it my gaming art? No, it was my left hand. So, thank goodness. But yeah, this base runner right here in the corner, this is going to be impactful, I would say, probably. Because obviously Descara's got no clue about it. Every other game, I think, he's retired this base runner except for like the shallows. So, chances that this thing exists, very low, right?
Oh no!
And if he can get in there, I mean, we've all seen the clips, you know.
Yeah. Oh god, how many? 3 blast drones? Go for 4. Wait for 4. Make sure.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay. All right. I like it. I like it. All right. But here comes the pressure, and there's nothing really here because it was refinery mode, so there's like not
Yeah.
actually a lot here. These LAVs are like genuinely annoying, and there's a base runner, so he could put down a turret, and that would also be annoying.
Indeed.
Did he just do that?
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah.
So the question, I guess, is whose base runner is more annoying, huh?
I mean, undoubtedly the Knef one, undoubtedly, but we'll see in this game whether that's actually going to be the case. He's not even building the blast drones yet, so.
Difference between, you know, delaying your second and just killing everything, but... Actually, I don't think A-Game should rotate, he should move out, because he can use the Conif carrier missiles to just kill off that turret, right? So...
I reckon, like, possibly unpopular opinion, but I think Descara was a bit hasty with that turret.
You know,
Like,
I can
he
see
put
what you
it
mean,
down
yeah.
Before a fight was committed to, and now it is just 200 CUs that is providing 0 value and can be taken out anytime A-Game feels like it later. So I actually think, like, you could have just not clicked that button until just a bit later and possibly put it in a better position or saved yourself the money.
Yeah, or just not at all. I mean, that would have been fine, too.
Yeah, right, yeah, just leave yourself the flexibility, like, rather than committing to actually, like, building the turret there, so...
But A-Game has
It's a
got to be
small
moving
point,
his
but-
carrier out now, right? He's got to, because if he knows that there's a turret there, maybe he doesn't know. But I feel like the obvious choice is, okay, move the carrier out now. And then siege down that turret, but he's not doing it. I'm getting worried. He's falling
what's he worried
slower
about?
behind.
What is he worried about?
I don't know. It's uncharacteristic, you know?
Is he,
oh,
is he
good
expecting
shot.
an AAV move in or something? No.
Actually, maybe.
Descara gets the artifact. We've got
Maybe
one
that's
blast
it.
drone on the other side of the map, only one. Oh, it's assault railguns for A-Game.
Now he sees that turret. Slays one of the sand skimmers there. Okay, now he's just not moving the carrier. So he must have just not known that that turret was there. I reckon he hadn't scouted it yet.
No, he didn't scout it. No.
Yeah.
But even then, like, that doesn't really justify this turret in my eyes.
No. But I mean, definitely, like, that carrier should have been moving so much faster.
Okay, blast drones coming in, ×2.
Only 2. He would be better with 3, but we'll see what he can make done here.
He would be, but those salvages are so clustered. Descara, no! No!
It's going to be a cluster cell.
We've seen this before. It's going to be 2. Yes, 2. That's okay.
That's good damage.
It's good damage, but it's not game-ending. 4 would have been horrendous.
Yes, yes. But you can count on Descara to be pretty quick there to react. And sure enough, he is.
Quick, but he loses 2 sand skimmers. Sorry, he loses 2 LAVs in the south because he was like, you know, Holy Spoons had a screen to the north.
Holy Spoons.
Yeah, just, you know that feeling when you're like, oh god, blast drones, or like banelings, or like Holy Spoons, you've got to go and do the thing.
I'm getting hooned on.
Right, right. Okay, no, A-Game taking a firm command of this now. Gets the assault railguns into mid, takes out the AAV that was in transit there, gonna get the artifact likewise on the base runner. And now, we have a Descara who has 1 AAV and 2 LAVs against like a pretty good A-Game army that is punching unopposed through mid right now.
Yeah.
Fundamentals of war, man. This is Blitzkrieg versus like nothing. This is pretty scary. So
I mean, you know, he's going to be like a little bit behind on eco until he kills the support cruiser.
Oh, there is a railgun, actually.
This is good.
But that's not fast enough. The DPS is not quick enough.
No, especially not against these sand skimmers. And the wounded LEVs, yeah, from earlier, they go down.
Yeah, because they didn't have a chance to get back and repair. Now
this is risky times here.
Can he get any salvagers? He comes back in with the assault railguns, risky, because now they are probably never going to escape.
But look, he's in range to kill the railguns with these assault rails.
Oh god!
This never happens. Oh!
An uncharacteristic error moving in with the railguns, loses them, and now suddenly this battle is alive for A-Game again.
A blast drone! As if he needed that too, I love it. And that support cruiser should go down, right? One more shot. Oh! It will go down.
Descara had to not do was move his railguns into A-Games. That's rough.
Yeah.
I mean, he's rebuilt another 3 now, but the damage has been done. He's lost his support cruiser.
And A-Game is building another PC, so he's moving up to 3 base as soon as he can.
Alright, so when the dust settles, A-Game about 100 and maybe 1,300 ahead in resources lost.
And he's going to be ahead in mining as this goes on, because obviously, you know, if your opponent loses his main, not good times.
Turret, that's easy work for a carrier.
That's terrible. Well done, man. That was a really good push.
It was a really good push, yeah, but I think Descara definitely could have gotten out of that with like at least 2 more railguns and a support cruiser, in which case this game basically is even.
Yeah.
But for an uncharacteristic and unfortunate error there, so that's just, these things happen. Like no human plays perfectly all of the time. In fact, even any of the time. So that's okay. I'm not coming down too hard on Descara for that, but it's like
no, Descara must be perfect.
Unlucky.
This is unacceptable.
Must be perfect. Oh my god! If you're not going to be micro, you could at least be perfect. I mean, god.
You could at least be perfect. I never thought I'd hear someone say that. Oh jeez.
But he's stabilized for now.
Indeed.
2 blast drones going to sneak in down the left.
Yeah, and I like this actually. He's just going to kind of park him on the 3rd base there. Once his opponent comes with a salvager to set up the 3rd base, he'll be like, oh, you think you can just do this, huh? And just kind of blow him up. I love it, you know? Plus it's good scouting too, right? You get to see, you know, how long it takes for your opponent to get up there. Yeah. 3rd base getting saturated for A-Game now. Descara is still on... Well, he's on 2, I suppose, but this is good times. This is good times for A-Game.
Yeah, this is... And, man, I swear just Clash Teeth is just A-Game's home or something. I just very rarely ever see him lose here.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Every time I play against him on this map, he just destroys me. I don't get it.
It's because, I don't know, it's such a close range map, and he's just really at home in these like fast tactical like bar brawl style maps.
It's because he turns on his hacks on Clash Teeth.
Yeah, sure.
So
I wish that was true. I wish I could.
You wish, you know, we could have some justification for why he's so much better than us.
Yeah.
Siege Cruiser Fab on the way now for A-Game. Again, it's going to be a good choice, but especially on College Teeth. You know, you can like be behind the teeth themselves, I suppose you would say. And you can just barrage over them, so it's very easy to get those Siege Cruisers on target.
Yep. Also, I think when you have an early lead, especially on a map with a lot of line of sight blockers like this one, converting when you're playing as Knef, just converting that into like the blunt force unit that is the Siege Cruiser is just like really good, and it's not even like they're expensive, so just it's a really good way of like when you're ahead early just to get more ahead pretty quickly.
Definitely.
So I like it. He's going to be weak to air though, so but there's no air transition coming from descara, so that's okay.
And you know, talking about being ahead, Descara's still not on this third base. He hasn't even sent a salvager down there. So A-Game
yeah,
like
he's just moving his carrier.
Yeah, if I'm A-Game right now, I'm looking at those blast drones up in the top left and I'm saying like, man, this is good, you know? This is exactly where I want my opponent to be.
Yeah. Yeah, can't argue.
I mean, no, this would be Descara's series. This would be Descara's tournament.
This is going to be a run by. Descara sees it though. This is going to be a massive run by with like eight assault railguns and some Sandstorm going to be coming in to the right here. But Descara sees everything. He sees everything.
Just position the rails. He'll be fine. What we need from A-Game here, I think, is the dart maneuver actually. But
you know what this is actually? Because obviously A-Game sees that Descara sees everything. He's just using this to get an artifact out. I like that.
Oh yeah, look at that. Pull him over on that side, just move the artifact
It's just like, oh look, if you don't like pull all your units over here, I'm gonna kill you. But if you do pull them over here, I'm gonna get an artifact. So that's cool.
Descara, by the way, in the meantime, finally expanding onto his third, but he does lose 2 salvagers to the blast drones. Feels bad, man. So
yeah,
that did work as intended. It's nice for A-Game.
Yeah, that worked just fine. 2 more blast drones out for A-Game, just keeping him in the mix, making his opponent have to think about blast drones, and that's the best.
I like it, you know. I like it.
That's the best way, I think. Yeah, don't over rely on them, but just remind your opponent that they're a possibility. Keep blast drones alive in the mind of your opponent.
Because you know, like when Sandskimmers get on top of your railguns, it's very bad. But like if you can get AAVs onto them before too long, you can kind of control the damage, you know. But like blast drones, just like, oh, you have rails, I see.
Uh-oh. Is there a world where A-Game just YOLOs through mid here and tries to get? Nah.
Oh.
Don't do it, A-Game.
He might be. He's
Really?
thinking about it.
There's such a concave of railguns waiting. Let's not do this.
He's doing it. Oh boy. I can't say I like this either.
No, he falls back.
Okay,
yeah. He thought about it, but it's not good. Did the blast drones get in on the left? I think they just got shot down.
Yeah, they went for it, but there's an AV here. It gets in with suppression. I think the turret, the carrier, honestly would have killed one of them on its own. So that was not to be.
Nothing happens yet. So both players now mining off of 3 locations. A-Game's lead is now at the size it's going to be. He's not getting further ahead.
And man, A-Game is making assault rails look really good, by the way. He's got 2 siege cruisers out. Yeah.
The smaller the map and the more line of sight blockers on the map, the better assault railguns get. And
you know,
he
teched range calibration actually for the heavy rails, but he hasn't built any yet, which is interesting. But I'm sure that's on the cards before too long.
It's like the final piece of this composition, really. He needs some anti-air, perhaps. Oh, he's got siege cruisers out, ×2. Here they come.
Yeah.
Oh, so I don't know about the railgun tech then.
And he's building another as well. So I like this. I like this.
Oh, he's got missile ships. Nice.
Yeah. Always nice to have some anti-air against Descara, huh?
Yeah.
This base burner can extract just with some smoke.
Yeah, he's gonna get that artifact as well. Oh, it's so annoying.
So that's up to 3.
This is so annoying.
Uh-oh. Look at that. Now he's gonna YOLO in, but this time I think it's actually gonna work. Again, dart maneuver would be so good here, but...
He might find the cruiser, but is it gonna be worth it for the amount he's gonna lose? These railguns, as long as Descara doesn't make the same mistake twice of rushing in with the railguns. Oh god. I don't even know if that was worth it.
Yeah, maybe not. That's a lot of assault rails to lose. Barrage is off, though. These rails are safe.
I guess it's worth it because the support cruiser was like the mining base there, but
I don't know. I'm checking the units lost tab now, and I think he's fallen less ahead, if that makes sense, right?
I think so. Now Descara goes for an attack of his own down the left flank, so the door is open for a counter-attack here. A-Game sees it, he's going to respond with a couple of railguns, but it's not quite enough. Actually, this attack down the left is mostly railguns, so actually it's kind of awful, because these Sandskims are going to catch them. That's so bad.
Ooh. Oh, he's going to back away.
Yeah, which is so wise. Descara comprehending the peril he's in there, he's going to regroup with his assaults. armor
Yeah, but
assault.
A-Game backed away with the Sandscapers as well, but perhaps that was the right move. The AVs weren't too
He
far
should
away.
have done, because they would have just got snared up on the armored assaults.
Assault
Oh
rails
God,
up
he's
here
committing
close.
to Descara's going in.
I mean,
Really?
A-Game can hold this,
Charge
right?
Railguns?
Yeah,
not gonna happen.
he's got to back away from this.
Yeah, he
Oh, but look at
has.
this. The siege cruisers are starting to. What? He has the barrage ability on, but it's not shooting. That's odd. I was gonna say the siege cruisers were barraging there, but
Yeah, I think they wanted to be, but they just.
he's
didn't quite
he's
get it
smoking
right.
in. I don't know what he plans to do like this.
Oh God, there's even a siege cruiser back here. Oh no.
Yeah, I think he's just gotta get out of
here.
here.
So many railguns, we can't be losing these. Ugh.
Oh man, look at this. They're all
We
on
can
like
lose the
low
AAVs,
health.
That's cool, but let's not lose the railguns, yeah? Oh no, he's gonna get run down. He's
Probably
gonna get
probably
run
not
down
from
by
this
these assault
range.
railguns. No, I think he can.
Again,
Yeah,
dart
he can do
maneuver.
it.
Dart maneuver would be so good, but
Oh God, I thought he had it. Right, okay. In which case, no.
well, 2 siege cruisers. They're gonna barrage behind. Does
That's a
Descara
difficult
see it?
target. That's a difficult target. Okay, he gets some of them.
Yeah, he's hitting it.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Oh, ouch.
Nice hit.
Kind of siege
Oh, that
doing
was
work.
brutal. Okay, yeah, well, so he's lost most of his railguns. Actually, I say that, he's got a huge wall of railguns still guarding mid.
Coalition production, right? But Con of
yeah,
Siege
I
gonna
forget,
tap that one
Coalition
too,
production.
so. I noticed a nice little combo there. He hit the EMP shell on them and then barraged them, which is pretty fun. But again, no heavy rails on the field, and he's got range calibration. I'm not sure why. Dart maneuver would have been so good in so many of these
I reckon that was
scenarios.
a misclick. I reckon he meant to go for dart maneuver.
That's gotta be. I think so too.
I think so. I think
'Cause
he
it
might
just-
have
it
just
doesn't make
realised
sense,
he didn't
right?
have it when he went to pursue just now. He went to pursue over that dune, lost an assault railgun, and was like, holy shit, the dart button isn't lit. Shit. And then, like...
Didn't I hit dart?
who
What's going
knows?
on?
Yeah, I feel like that's the case. Also, I think like in like I would say like 4 times out of 5, if you're going for one of the two, it's range cal and not dart. So he probably just autopilot clicked it, and now he's like,
Sure.
oh no, I didn't mean that one.
Sure.
All right, here comes the carrier though for Descara. There's a good amount of power because he's got what? Oh no, sorry, only 1 aspect, but he's got power reserve 3, so it's a decent amount of power.
Yeah.
And he's going to be shoving these siege cruisers around. You got to be careful though. There's a lot of siege cruisers. A-Game going to move a siege cruiser in for a backstab, and that's an annoying one to deal with.
Yeah, and really he's
How is
got
it
no
making a
answer for
barrage
it
that
either.
far? What the hell?
Con of
They up
Siege,
the range
man.
on the barrage?
No, I think
That's
it's like
firing so far.
I think it's even further in vanilla. It's like disgusting. Con of Siege is just so good.
Okay, fair enough. Wow, I mean, jeez, that's pretty scary, sure. EMP shell gonna land smack bang in the middle of the salvages, which actually stops them harvesting for a second, right? That's annoying.
Dude, look at this. A-Game is gonna tech another upgrade for the heavy rails. Okay, to be fair, he started to actually build them now, but like,
Okay,
man.
yeah, I think now he really does want them though, because now we're in that late game time where you need some heavy rails in your composition.
Isn't this main
many-
like completely undefended, by the way?
Are we on 6 siege cruisers now? Christ.
Oh man, we are. But yeah, like,
and
couldn't-
he's got them in a nice web, like 2 of them preventing backstabs, 2 of them reinforcing mid, 1 out on the right flank just like being annoying, like threatening that spawn route location.
Like that one on the right flank, I feel like it could just kind of move in and just do whatever it wanted.
It's true, but if you're wrong for a split second, you just instantly die to railguns, and he doesn't have the
Yeah,
scouting,
true.
so he's just being
True.
cautious, that's all.
You never have the scouting as Con F, do you?
No, I mean, that's because real men play without scouting.
Oh, what the heck? Con of Siege can barrage and attack at the same time? How did I not know about
yeah.
this?
Yeah,
Man,
they're
what
real
a freaking unit.
They are, yeah. They're cheap, effective against almost everything. Real nice. And A-Game just exploiting this position where he can just pop out, take shots. Okay, he's going to lose a siege cruiser. Oh, a little bit of a miss micro there from A-Game. Uncharacteristic. We'll lose a siege cruiser in mid for it. Just didn't select it when he box selected his units to pull back. And
But he
now-
manages to get the EMP shell out like right before he does. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
Using
the barrage
this
on these
position is
assault
looking
rails.
So good. Yeah, it's looking nasty.
Oh, that could have been a lot worse.
It could have been a lot worse, yeah. And the counter barrage could happen now onto these really damaged railguns that Descara has. EMP shell coming in again.
Isn't there some like commander in Company of Heroes that just has like counter artillery and just like every time some
Yeah.
indirect fire piece fires, it just shoots at it?
Here's the missing piece of the equation, being a Knef player. On this map, right, he needs his third production cruiser and that carrier to be out there firing cruise missiles, because if you position the carrier in the middle of the map, you can hit anywhere you want in any of their resource locations, or just missile down the carrier, and like, your opponent's carrier is stuck back there. They're not dodging. I win a lot of games with my carrier in mid and their carrier about where descara's is, and they just kind of pin there. They have to like make a move or die. And they usually just die, or they make a move and die, and it's great.
Yeah,
so,
and like if you look at AGame's main, the only thing left there is like 150 RUs, you know? At this point, you know, he might as well just move that PC onto the second and move out with the carrier, because that's not really a big deal.
AGame takes out the third mining location here, which is rough for descara.
Yeah, that's like turbo relevant.
He's just being pinned back by relentless missile. This is Knef as they were designed to be played. This is like horrible stuff.
Just what do you do, man? You let your opponent get to this stage, like honestly, what do you do about this?
I feel like he can even jump on the carrier now with his assault railguns. I mean, no, he'd lose them all. Okay, that's okay. Ignore me.
I feel like he could. No, that would actually be terrible.
Yeah, it would be terrible. Yeah, I didn't see that descara still had so many railguns left alive. This is rough. Boy. What do you do as descara here? You have to make a move because your position's just getting worse by the second.
Just slowly crumpling in on you. If you're on one base against this, you know, you're not going to be on one base for long. You'll be on zero base.
The recon is the limiting variable. These siege cruisers are not firing. AGame's actually losing siege cruisers now, so these artillery cruisers. There goes another.
Yeah, really nice precision barrages there. Managed to take those two out.
He just needs line of sight. He's literally dying for lack of line of sight.
Really good kill on the support
cruiser.
Now the railguns
are coming in, and this line of sight again punishing AGame because he doesn't see these railguns coming.
But now he has dart this time. Use the dart.
He does.
Yes, he moves forward. Check this out.
Looking good. Assault cruisers are out now for descara.
What a combo.
This is just a massive battle to decide it all. The sand skimmers are the final reserves being thrown in here for AGame, and that's
they could be good.
Probably going to be enough.
They could be good. Sand skimmers against assault cruisers, you know, or artillery cruisers. That is. It's going to be risky times.
Did he ever build any heavy railguns? Yeah, he did. Okay.
Tournament comeback, says Maze. Yeah, that's what we're looking at.
How, descara? How? Oh my goodness.
This is the classic, right?
Yeah, man. This is like superhuman endurance here. Oh my god. That was literally lack of scouting that killed AGame there. There was like just a moment where he just didn't have eyes on the things that he needed to. So his siege cruisers, they stopped shooting for like 40 seconds, which gave descara enough time to repair, rally his forces, just to have a little second to breathe where he's not losing everything to siege cruisers. And like, now he's actually stabilized with a lot of assault artillery cruisers. Both of them trade out their armies, and the leftover is artillery cruisers versus siege cruisers and a handful of other stuff from AGame. And how weaponized is AGame's carrier? Not very.
Actually, I think what AGame does here, he should anyway, is actually move forward with the siege cruisers, because again, you have the direct fire now. And I mean, I'm looking at the opponent's base, like he's got a carrier, obviously, which is a little scary, but artillery's not going to stop siege cruisers when they're on top of them, right? I think he could do some real damage that way.
And there is the alternate win con here for AGame, which is that if he can just maintain control over his resource extraction site there, he can get 2 artifacts, which he is about to be carrying over there.
Yeah, he's got him in his hands, so that's a good point too.
That is high difficulty right now, because the whole way that you're getting there, you're being shelled by these artillery cruisers. That's difficult.
Honestly, I'm really kind of surprised that AGame didn't win there. Like, during that fight, I was like, oh man, he's just styling on him, and then kind of the dust settled, and they were like kind of even, you know?
But, I mean, the 40 seconds before the fight is the crucial moment for me, because like those siege cruisers just weren't firing, and then the opening barrage of the fight was descara coming out of fog of war with like a load of railgun hits and just instantly killing some siege cruisers, and that is a great way to start the big fight for descara. So I think on the back of those things, descara was able to trade out like so well.
Yeah, and you should check the units lost tab now. Actually, descara is winning somehow, which is surprising to me.
Yeah.
Good barrages coming out on the artillery cruisers there.
Yeah.
Can do great damage against the assault rails. Takes quite a couple of them. Kind of Siege is going to retort.
If ever has to fight, it is way better armed right now than AGame's.
Yes,
Okay,
that's
here
true.
it comes. Here it comes. It's the base runner rush. It basically comes down to this, I think. The base runners are going to make a rush for it. The carrier's not quite here in support. Maybe they could have waited a second, though, because they're going to be very exposed here. A-game, really? I don't know. These base runners wanted to just wait like 30 seconds, wait for everyone else to be in position to cover them. He's
Remember
just
though,
gonna
base
force
runners
the
have
issue.
smoke.
Okay, both of these base runners, like one of them has to go down or else descara loses, but he's got the DPS to spare. Right? Has he? They're getting close now.
Carry
A-game
block's
turned
good though.
around. What?
Yeah, so
A-game, what are we doing?
when the carrier comes in front of them, they have to move. So A-game was
they
just
have
like,
to,
yeah, what's
okay.
the point? So we backed
Oh,
away.
I thought it wasn't quite close enough for the carrier to be blocking there. Okay, cool.
But this
Well,
is gonna
A-game's
be it.
win. That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well,
that
I
was
mean,
just-
maybe we could have seen precision barrage on like the one on the bottom there and still killed it actually, but it was gonna be close either way.
I think A-game getting a bit lucky there. Like, not.
Yeah.
I mean, the decision making was right. Trying for the artifact victory is great, and it worked for him, and that's amazing. But I think in a
Descara
way,
spamming
his
anti-smoke in the
execution was,
chat.
like, his execution left him open to that plan failing.
Yeah. Hold on, game 6 now. Oh,
I
boy.
don't think I've ever seen A-game look flustered like he did in that game. So yeah, that's game 6. So it's 3-2 now.
Oh boy.
Yeah, absolutely. I might just restart Discord because your voice is like chopping out a little bit.
Oh, sure, sure.
Just give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna restart it.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, Descara, I know he didn't have indirect fire, but there's only so much time to talk. The anti-smoke was real, man.
Can
Alright,
I restart?
is my voice coming through better?
Seems to be.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay, replays. So, game
Whatever
6
works,
looks
eh?
to be on tie-down passage.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. I have no music in the loading screen. It's spooking me out. I've noticed this the last couple of times.
Anti-smoke in chat? What is
Yeah,
that about?
yeah, like he smoked his carrier,
Yeah.
to like keep it away from damage, and then like he couldn't shoot the like he couldn't shoot the base runners because of it.
Ah.
Which I don't know, he might have been able to kill them there, but anyway, I'm at the time, so
Me too.
okay, 3, 2, 1, go. So here we are back on Tight End Passage. The Aurora Borealis is shining, and Magpie and I are still casting.
Oh yeah, there is some more up there. That's pretty cool. How have I never noticed that?
It's kind of weird, right? Because this is like close to the equator. I don't really know how it works, but
Oh, they're on a different planet though. Who knows? There might be like some other stellar phenomena firing solar radiation right at them.
true, true. Never know.
I'm just gonna leap to the defense of the devs on this one and just say it's cool. It's sci-fi. There's got to be a way. It's fine.
It's space magic.
Yeah, you just gotta believe.
Don't question, just accept.
Okay,
Space
so-
magic.
Well, here we go. I mean, what do you expect, if anything? Can you expect anything from these two guys, or are they just too unpredictable?
I don't know. I don't know what the mid game plan is. It looks like the early game's going to be pretty similar to what we've seen before. A-game, as you can see, he's moving out with that PC. Gonna make a couple of sand skimmers. I guess Descara will probably go LAV fab again, but after that, who knows? I think A-game has done better when he's gone for rails, though. That's what I've noticed. That's what I want to see him do this time. Especially because on this map, you know, a lot of really big, you know, valleys kind of. And these railguns are super good in that kind of terrain.
I feel like we haven't seen Descara go like full assault shit. Armored assault madness though. He's not done that yet.
True. Yeah,
That
he's
might be
always
good,
kind of
though.
like...
I feel like A-game's super good at defending against that. The amount of times that Descara has done that to him.
Yeah.
Alright, taking a nice fight with the high ground on his LAVs here is pretty spicy.
Yeah, his damage is good here. A-game's micro is
Yeah.
like impeccable, but still, he is losing this fight. I think he ought to back away from it.
Oh, he's losing real hard. Yeah, he's gonna have to fall back. There we go.
I might start losing units now.
Nah, I think it's all good.
Oh, that was close. He pushed his luck with the first one. It got down to like 20 HP. Now Descara has a little bit, or A-game has a little bit of high ground to work with here, but LAVs do still outrange him. He wants to kind of hide like behind the hill and then pop out once the LAVs get in range. Railgun Fab going to come out for A-Game, and this time it looks like descara is just going to go for mass LAV, which is pretty spicy. He's already got the assault pack, and now he's getting the carrier production upgrade.
Yeah, oh man, and A-Game going for railguns here like plays into that so well. So descara doesn't know it yet, but that's massive.
So what's the numbers like up here? This is like 6 on 6.
It's like 9 for descara, 8 for A-Game right now.
A-Game's got a little bit of defender's advantage too, so descara's gonna have to wait for a little bit while he gets the numbers built up here. But damage 1's on the way too, and you'll notice, you know, good player like he is also expanding off the back of it. He's making a sport cruiser here, right? So, if he can do enough damage to A-Game to where A-Game has to invest into more army, he's already winning off of this push.
Descara has stopped production of the LAVs though.
Well, he got the carry production upgrade, so he can do both at the same time, I think. Unless he canceled it, but I don't think he did. Uh-oh, LAVs with boost.
Stop building them.
Up here on the assault rail, it lived! What?
Oh god, that's a horrible fight. Descara just taking... Oh no!
Golly, what happened?
What happened is he ran the valley, so he just like had intense low ground disadvantage.
In the shadow of the Valley of Death, man.
Oh no!
And not only that, but as he's running through the low ground there, he's shooting at the assault railgun, but he didn't even kill it. Oh.
I know, that's so rough.
Ouch. Well, change of plans. Time to go eco. Oh man.
I mean, that's assuming A-Game lets him stabilize. I mean, A-Game should push now, and knowing A-Game, he will.
Yes, and he should make some heavy rails to kind of...
Yeah, he will.
Make this push deadly.
Yeah, if his next unit is a heavy rail, it should be.
Yeah, look at this. No sign of ref mode on the queue. Second PC is out. This is definitely what he ought to be doing.
Are we going to have a tied series in the next game here?
I hope so. It's kind of looking like it. What would the ace match be on? Torrent Crater? Oh.
Nice.
I mean, that's just perfect.
Didn't descara win there already?
No. He
Okay.
won Kalash, but...
No. Really? No.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I mean, didn't descara win on Torrent before?
Like in earlier series or in this series?
In this series?
No, they haven't played it yet.
Oh, okay, right, sure.
Heavy Rail is out now. Okay, this is what he needs. Now, I think he should go for EMP as well. Just because we've seen it work so well already in this series, right?
Yeah, absolutely. There's that possibility. But I mean, we've seen him close out. Actually, no. Yeah, the game that looked like this that he won was on the back of the EMP shell. Yeah, that's right.
The tricky thing, really, is that he can't. How do I say? He can't really move up onto this main terribly easily. So maybe instead of EMP, range calibration is better in some way, because his opponent has got high ground, you know, up onto his main there the whole way through. It's gonna be difficult for him to, you know, find a way to attack. Oh yeah, descara's right. He canceled the production upgrade actually. All right, but A-Game's gotta be careful here. Just make sure he doesn't get his railgun killed by the opponent's rail. That's like the big thing that he needs to look out for. And that's why I'm saying I think he needs to build more heavy rails rather than more skimmers. But he is killing salvagers off the second. So this is good.
Oh no, the salvager goes back in.
Let's see, is A-Game long distance mining? Yeah, he is. That's good for him as well.
Alright, so 2 railguns out now for descara. That is going to help him stabilize, but this looks rough. How many sand skimmers have we got here? That is 15. And that is, what, like 11 or 12 LAVs? So...
Uh-oh, A-Game, don't back away. Don't back away, A-Game. Keep pushing. You've got high ground now.
It's tough now. It's tough because actually, like, there are enough railguns here now where descara can like one-hit his railguns. So A-Game might be right to back off. He's going to come in for another go though. That high ground advantage. Ugh.
Oh my goodness! But don't chase. Don't chase any further because he's under the carrier
he's fine.
now.
As long as he doesn't chase any further than this, he's fine. He's chased to the optimal place.
I don't know. I gotta feel like underneath the carrier he doesn't want to fight.
Now he's chasing too far. Now he's chasing too far. I don't like it now.
On the rails are going down too. Oh no! What's he doing?
He manages to get the high ground again. Descara, please take the high ground. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's over. Now, I mean, A-Game just god, what a throw. I'm sorry to say, A-Game, that was that was really rough.
No, I agree. He just needed more heavy rails, right? And
Oh
then
man, this could just be over
don't,
if Descara
don't run the
counters now.
skims in like that. And you know, the thing is, like, we saw in that one game that the EMP rounds just, like, devastated him, right? Again, when LAVs move past a wreck like that, they also line up into those same columns, you know?
Yeah.
And that same thing could have happened right there if he had EMP rounds. And that would have been nasty. Can you imagine?
Yeah, so I had a kind of a bad feeling there when A-Game like moved back in, because Descara had enough railguns and he had enough LAVs to hold, and then that alone is not enough for A-Game to lose though. What was though was just the sand skimmers just overextended there. Like, they were fine until they went past the resources, and then they lose the high ground, and then Descara gets the high ground, and flipping that dynamic is just too much.
You know, it's terrible now because of the really bad trade.
Carrier.
Yeah, that too. The carry did a lot of damage there.
Yeah.
But because of that trade, A-Game still doesn't have ref mode. He's still, like, saving up for it. It's just
All
on
right,
the queue
Descara,
now.
this is it. This is it. 3 games to 2. Descara on the brink, poised to take a tournament off of just probably the most prolific, successful player who has ever been in Deserts of Karak. Like, and it's close between these two. I can only just say that about A-Game, mostly because Descara exists. So to see Descara actually take a finals off A-Game would be epic. Like,
definitely. I thought he was gonna I thought he was in better form.
On a human being to take a game off of A-Game, or to take a series off of A-Game, I think it would be Descara. It's either Descara or Sparrow, but Sparrow's not really around.
It wouldn't be me. Come on.
I mean, I'm sorry, Bozo. I didn't actually think that you thought you were in that conversation.
Watch who you're calling Bozo. Watch who you're calling Bozo, buddy.
Dude, watch who you're calling Bozo. I don't get to choose your screen name.
Good point. Remote's finished now. Oh, dude.
Okay.
I'm wheezing
I mean,
over here.
So there's a lot of sand skimmers built up. It's a lot of muscle, but it's not a very sophisticated force right now for A-Game.
Yeah.
Where's he taking his tech? So he has not really taken it anywhere. Okay.
No, but I think it's got to go to missile ships next. I mean, easy for me to say, I'm the caster. You can see fighter and gunships on the way.
Yeah, but A-Game knows Descara. He knows his habits. He knows that Descara likes to capitalize by going to air tech.
Yes, yes. So he ought to understand that, but we'll see if he goes for it. The thing I'm worried about really is a gunship.
He's moving out, though. He's moving out. That's an okay position for these sand skimmers, and he does have the numbers advantage. It's risky to move in any further, but where he is right now is kind of cool, and it is kind of inviting a move in. There's still 2 railguns. There's still only 2, or now 3, armored assaults. So these sand skimmers with the right engage can actually beat this army. It has to be a good engage. You can't win on a fair fight.
Yeah. He actually has the upgrade advantage too, I think. Yeah, he does.
Really?
And just now beginning to take rating as well.
Oh, he does, yeah.
But none of that's gonna matter.
Would be massive. Rating would be so massive.
Yeah. But none of that's gonna matter if a gunship just randomly shows up and chews them all to death, and you can see it's on the queue. I'm worried about that.
Cruiser. A-Game going for Honor Guard Cruiser.
Honor Guards, yes. Well, that makes a lot of sense against rails and against LAVs.
Yeah, but not against air units. He's going to be
that's
so
true.
long getting any anti-air on those Honor Guard Cruisers. It's not viable for anti-air, if you ask me. It's fine as a support anti-aircraft unit, like later on in the game, but if it's your sole anti-air at this stage in the game, that ain't gonna wash.
Yeah, you're gonna have a bad time.
Right.
Yeah, there's not gonna be any anti-air up. This gunship's gonna be done in just a couple of seconds.
Is he legit building a gunship?
He is,
no,
yeah.
Is he? Really?
You know how gunships are like the coolest unit ever in vanilla, but they don't really do any damage?
Oh my god, he has a gunship.
But let me tell you,
I'm
in
so
patch,
happy.
gunships are freaking murderers, so...
Good.
This is gonna be nasty.
Vanilla, they were sort of broken in a bad way. Like, there were so many problems with them. Like, they could work, but they often didn't.
You are about to
out.
witness. I'm just gonna watch it on glass mode, man. I can't even...
What is it? Alt G?
No, Control F. Control H. Oh.
Oh, good god.
Look at the Dacker. This is what you call hooning, right?
Oh, this is Hoonage out of the top drawer.
Out of the top drawer, yes. Beautiful.
Oh dear.
That was a really good split by
be
A-Game,
honest,
though. Look at that split.
That was a sick split because he basically didn't lose anything. I'm amazed.
Amazed? Huh.
Oh.
Yes, Maze, we all know he said your name.
The powers of micro.
Strike Fighter's
now,
starting to hit
Descara
up
is
on the
one
main.
mistake away from like getting A-Game back in this game. Actually, if he just like is out of position for an instant, these Sand Skimmers will mug him. And look, he's going to lose his AAVs. This is what I mean. Anything that's out of position, these Sand Skimmers are so numerous and so fast, he will just lose them.
Yeah.
So he's going to smoke up and try and do some stuff. But I mean, those AAVs are gone for nothing. Like, okay, maybe 1 or 2 Sand Skimmers, but like for basically what? This AAV is just going to sneak away? We're letting this happen? A-Game? All right, A-Game, let's that one go away.
That gunship
Maybe
is out of
he doesn't
ammo
want to
too.
pursue into the gunship.
Well, it's
Really?
out of
Did it
ammo.
fly
It needs,
back?
yeah, it needs to dock. I'm not sure why he still has it running around. I
thought
will
it did
say
dock.
though, I think the big story here is that like the main has just been destroyed by these Strike Fighters. There's only 2 salves left on it. They're actually idle right now.
Oh, really? Oh, I hadn't been noticing that. Oh my god, yeah. Oh, okay, well as long as Descara has been finding damage, then that's fine. I didn't realize he'd been finding damage.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You know what I'd actually like to see Descara do now is make a second gunship. I know it's a little radical, but because one gunship kills Strikecraft, but 2 gunships.
A-Game's position in this game is predicated only on him having that many Sand Skimmers with that many upgrades.
Yeah.
If those all die, then he's dead. He is out of this game. Okay, now there's a missile ship though, so he might have missed his window.
I don't know. Gunships are pretty tough. He can get quite a bit of damage in before he has to leave, I think.
Okay.
At least you're gonna need more than one, you know.
Yeah, but you have to imagine more are coming.
Yes, definitely. Honor Guard's on the way now. That's gonna be good because there's a lot of LAVs on the field still.
Oh yeah, the Honor Guard is a really good counter to these LAVs. Oosh, killing 2 of them with its opening shot.
Takes another one down to like nothing %.
Yeah.
Oh, he gets another shot off too. Kills another 3.
Yeah, the gunship is out.
Nasty.
A-Game kind of looking okay now. This is a reasonable position.
Yeah, he's definitely behind on mining, but yeah, he could make this work. I mean, if anyone could do it, it'd be him.
Not too far behind though. Like he is behind, but not too far behind. Like what, 3 salvages behind, something like that? Not much.
Looks like the Strike Fighters have got something to say about it though. Gonna start picking off these. Sand Skimmers here.
Yeah, but he can rebuild them in a heartbeat. Sand Skimmers are ablative. They are expendable. That's okay. And like now he's up to how many Honor Guard cruisers? Still just 1?
2.
2. No, he's up to 2. Yeah, this is starting to be problems now.
Yeah, A-Game.
What's the
Sorry.
contingency for this? Power reserve 4. Okay, Descara. Fair enough. That's a reasonable contingency.
Yeah. See, Descara just told me like Descara just said on the chat like, yeah, he's actually really far behind in mining, and I was like, well, what's he spent it on then? And then I looked at the power and I was like, oh. So that's gonna be problems for A-Game later on.
It is. Yeah.
But we have a 3rd Honor Guard on the way.
Yeah. Has he got Honor Guard anti-air coming? Because I feel like that might actually be worthwhile.
Maybe. He doesn't want to overinvest, though.
Yeah, he's only got 3 missile ships, though. They could actually just die to the Strike Fighters.
LAV's up on top of the 3rd.
Yeah.
And they're going to be annoying here.
They just get...
They killed a Salvager, yeah. They're going to kill, like, 2 more, I think.
Yeah, that's good. That's okay.
Does he get it? Oh my gosh, yeah, he does.
Now would be a really good moment if he could, like, see how the missile ships are exposed on the left. If Descara was able to use this to pull the Sand Skimmers out of position, then hit the missile ships with his strike
that's what he's
craft,
doing, look at this.
1, 2, 3.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Here comes the gunship again.
Oh boy. These splits from A-Game, though.
Yeah, they're just godly. As you'd expect from A-Game, you know, but...
Yeah.
But that gunship has been a real problem. He can't move out. He can't go for backstabs, because once he does, this gunship is just going to make his life terrible.
Yeah, it's just nice that it exists. And you know what, actually, Descara's not actually getting artifacts out behind this either. That would be another really good way of just being like, hey, I'm going to win unless you do a thing.
I think he's just thought about it too, because I see he just built 2 base runners, so...
Yeah.
You're on the same wavelength as him. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm a pro gamer, man. I could, I don't play this game, but only because I know I'd be the best. Like, oh my god.
It wouldn't even be fair. It wouldn't even be fun.
Yeah, I mean, I want to let these guys have their time in the spotlight.
Check this out. 4 Honor Guard
chat is
cruisers.
just like Magpie 1v1 me now, and I'm like, oh no, I'm too busy.
No, I have things to do. Power 5 on the way now for Descara. And of course we know what that means, but we have 4 Honor Guard cruisers on the field, which is crazy.
It's quite a good counter to that many Sand Skimmers, I'll be real.
And to Honor Guards, yeah. I mean, that's what I think it's really going to come down to, is if these nukes are landing on the Honor Guards...
Okay, A-Game gets the Honor Guards onto the high ground. This is massive, because now Descara has to choose whether he fights or not. He's got so many railguns, actually, he can just fight. Oh, he nearly gets it.
200
He's out of there,
HP
though.
on this bad boy. And he has the
Yeah,
anti-air
yeah.
upgrade.
The gunship is hooning into the strike craft again.
And the anti-air upgrade
Getting-
turns on. This is gonna start chunking some air units here.
Oh, he got it. All right, cool.
Yeah,
Jeez,
look how
this
much
is a
damage
massive
that thing
battle.
does.
Massive battle.
Gunship is gonna go down too. None of the honor guards have fallen. I think that's crucial, but one of them is
That's
on
ridiculous,
98 HP. Look at that. But
Ooh, there's
they're
an
all
assault carrier
alive.
feeding in. Okay, descara catches it.
That is so
And
critical.
he's gonna deny the artifact as well. Nice.
Okay, I don't even know what this game is, but it's going on.
This game is even. It's even as hell right now. It comes down to the nuke, I imagine.
Man, look at this. 5th honor guard cruiser on the way out.
That is intimidating. A-Game's army is just stronger and with better tech and better composition right now. It's so concerning.
Look, they've both lost 46 units. How fitting. I think the units lost just swaying into A-Game's favor because he killed a bunch of air units there. Uh-oh, here's the nuke,
Okay.
though. And it's
Yeah,
good.
here comes the nuke. Where's he going? He's going for the honor guards. They spread nicely, though. He gets one.
But
That's
only
not
one.
nothing.
Oh, and the sand skimmers are up on top of the railguns now. There's no...
No!
Oh my goodness.
That looks pretty good for A-Game with the gunship not available. They're
Yeah.
just gonna slice and dice.
And then they just go for the 3rd. They can just start going for tech. Or for
Oh my
eco.
god, we're going for an ace game. Unless Descara's carrier has more muscle than I think and is able to just get the win here, which actually it is spanking those honor guard cruisers. Oh good god, it's spanking the honor guard
Yeah,
cruisers.
it's got a lot. And crucially, A-Game's carrier has none. We're on power 0 over there with no artifacts.
Yeah. So actually, it might be okay. I don't know. The assault railguns will just get ripped. Whoa, you can't stay still. Sorry, you have to keep moving with the carrier. Speed
I think,
is
yeah.
life.
I think this is going to be all or nothing. I think A-Game wins right now or he loses right now. Based on whether or not Descara's carrier is too strong for him.
I mean, it just comes out. Why is he not moving the carrier? Oh, he gave A-Game like 15 seconds there. That's like game-changing amounts of time to prepare for this carrier.
Oh, you know what? I think he just mines off of the 3rd. I think that's why he's standing still here. Evil.
Why does Descara not try and close this out with his carrier right now? Why is he backing up? Is the honor guards? Oh, there's like 6 railguns back there. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I think...
So A-Game wins.
I don't know.
Oh no, actually, okay, yeah, sorry. Descara's backfield is not in as bad of disarray as I thought. He has the strike craft, he has an assault cruiser defending 2 of his resource points. Yeah, it's really not that bad. Sorry.
If
I saw
A-Game
the
pays
Sand
attention
Skimmers
here,
heading
he can
north.
kill the AAVs with the missile ships, I believe. Oh no, they've already used their barrage, right?
Yeah, when I saw those sand skimmers get by and kill all the railguns, I was like, right, that's it. Descara doesn't have an economy anymore. He's actually managed to hold on to 2/3 of it, so I was totally wrong about that.
Yeah, no, I totally thought that same thing. I thought that the sand skimmers were just gonna like chunk this, but
Yeah.
not
A-Game
so.
losing track of a couple of missile ships. He's going to pick up those for free as Descara. That's nice. And the strike craft. I mean, these sand skimmers have been abandoned. They're not relinking up with all of the AA and the main force, so they're just getting picked down by strike craft. By strike fighters. So
Honor guard
those
anti-air
sand skimmers-
turn on right now. Seems to have forgotten about it. It's okay though.
yeah, he's got enough missile. Okay, he has no missile ships. Okay, yeah, he probably needs to turn that on because he's losing railguns now.
Yeah. Okay, it's on now. So it's gonna start chunking up these
Why
strike
have
fighters.
A-Game, I think, just kind of forgot about all the units over on the east side of the map, like all of those sand skimmers and the missile ships. He remembers about them now because an assault cruiser is over there hoovering them up, but like he lost so many. They were just out there static. If they'd have fallen back to regroup with the carrier, then A-Game's position starts looking way better.
He does manage to get back up onto 3 though.
He does.
I'm worried. One of his honor guards is getting carrier blocked here, so it can't actually shoot at all. The one that's like right next to his carrier. You see that?
Yeah,
That's always a
he's
bit
blocked.
awkward. But I'm also worried about that cruise missile because now he's only got 3 honor guards. But
Oh yeah, that cruise missile can fire again.
if there's only 2,
Here it comes!
uh-oh. Where is it gonna be? It's right in the middle of them all, and it's on the carrier. And it's gonna get the one that has the anti-air turned on. Oh no! So he gets 2 for it.
Oh, Descara! Oh, if there's a way to win a tournament, this is it. Come
Yeah,
on,
look
man.
at that. Because now the carrier's at 50%. There's only 1 honor guard left anyway.
Yeah, now he can rush it down with his carrier. There's nowhere for that Kniff carrier to run. You can't put your power into speed. This ain't no Gaussian shizzle.
No.
So
Well, he doesn't even have power to put in anyway. Look at that. He's on power reserve 1.
Yeah. There's even
And his
an
railguns
assault
are getting carrier block too. They can't even shoot back. Oh.
Ah, come on, mouse.
The carrier blocking is real.
No, Descara's pulling back. What are we doing?
I see your mouse still hasn't recovered.
I don't even know if it's the mouse or the computer, but for some reason, it just flails around the place sometimes. Anyway,
I agree with Descara. This has got to be
the
game
risk.
here. Yeah, I guess he's just playing it safe, but
I mean, that is still 6 heavy railguns. That is a few.
yeah, but
Could lose
versus
your
like
carrier,
9.
But the thing is, he's got that sand dune to play with, so surely, if he just heads
Sure.
directly downwards with his carrier and parks up across the sand dune, like what do you
Yeah,
do as
yeah.
A-game? You just lose.
Just like wedged between like the dune and the cliffs there.
Yeah, and then you kill all of the mining that's happening there, and the railguns can't touch you. Oh my god, as it is, he's getting railgun to hell though. Oh, because the railguns have got high ground on the left. Okay, so yeah, it wouldn't have worked. Alright.
Yeah, maybe Descara's right. he is pretty good at this game after all.
High ground on the left. Yeah, it turns out he's pretty good. Yeah, and Descara's even saying in chat right now, I could die by attacking. It's like, yeah, legit, of course. That's that makes a lot of sense.
This is why I lose so often. I'm just like, oh, it's game over, right? And then I die.
Well, I didn't realize these railguns were up there on the left, and Descara, being a much better player than I, did realize, and that is why this game is still happening.
For the best, eh? For the best.
Definitely.
Look at this. I even love how.
Okay, he's got like, how many railguns is that? 7, 8 against 3. So now he comes over the sand dune with all of them. Does he? Okay. Oh, he's setting up, looking like he wants to. But he's just kind of being a bit coy with that railgun line as Descara. Surely he could just drive up on the sand dune and just like whale everything down. Okay, there's 3 more railguns to the south now. That's a great position for A-Game's railguns. That covers the position I was talking about where the carrier could get up to.
Yeah. And he's still got those cruise missiles, you know.
Yeah, but there's going to be another tactical nuke. Like, soon.
That's true. That's a better cruise missile, I suppose. Yeah, in fact, it's launching right now.
Yeah, there it goes.
That's just gonna be on the carrier. So this is a kill type of thing.
I'm not sure I agree with that.
Me neither, because like now he's gonna back away. I think the idea with that kind of cruise missile is like I'm gonna push on you and kill you right now, but maybe he thought the railguns were there, but that looks like a bit of a miss, honestly.
Somehow Descara's railgun's actually able to draw a bit of line of sight to the carrier there, which is nice. Should I say that? They're not rolling any hits. I don't understand that. They were just like firing.
Oh, that missile nearly just dunked them there. That would have been crazy. Some heavy rail's gonna go up for a backstab. You don't hear that every day.
Still no artifact action.
Yeah, and actually we're starting to run low on time here. You know, I mean, if you could just like extract
you
one.
want to get 2 and just be like, hey, I'm gonna win in 4 minutes. That's another good line.
Yeah, definitely. Uh-oh, rail's getting spit roasted here from A-Game though. Oh, and it's worth noting
pushing in.
there's actually an upgrade disparity between the rails too, so that's definitely helping Descara at this point as well.
Okay, yeah. I mean, A-Game is losing this game, but it's like he still gets to pick how he loses it.
Sure, yeah.
And like, I guess I'm just a bit worried that Descara isn't doing all the things, and I realize that's really challenging as an RCS player to be doing all of them. But right now,
Just
I
do
feel
everything.
Like, yeah, just do all of the things perfectly. God, like,
Is it that hard?
yeah, right. Why can't you just be perfect?
Nah, I can tell you, it really is that hard.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. But I mean, if he was just grabbing artifacts, like he's grabbing artifacts now, and that's great. He probably didn't want to divert resources to it earlier. But
Sure.
I would have liked it. And now somehow A-Game is able to retake this position, like with this defensive sand dune with Zona Guard cruisers on it, mining at the back.
Speaking of resources, did you notice that Descara was mining off of A-Game's third for a second there? Evil. Second base runner picks up another artifact here now.
Yeah, I mean this should definitely be good enough.
Yes, and the cruise missile's going to be ready in just a second as well.
Descara saying in chat, his thinking was that he was trying to almost like lure A-Game out, like out from behind that stupid sand dune. He was like, and I kind of get that. It's like, okay, you can sit back behind your stupid sand dune where you are never going to win the game and you're just going to be taking nuke after nuke in the face, or you can come out here and fight me. So that's like, that's the choice that Descara thinks he's leaving A-Game.
And that's good too, because this is high ground, right? This is a very nice kind of position to defend.
Yeah, it's okay.
Artifact comes out. First one of the game.
Yeah, so there we go. Descara will win in 2 minutes and 40 seconds, assuming nothing else changes.
Here's the nuke. It's going to be on the PC.
That's
Would not
fine,
kill
I
it
like
one
that a
shot,
lot.
but it
I
weakens
like
the
that
honor
for
guard a
PC.
lot.
Whoa, it's alive.
Yeah, the nuke's damage was nerfed a little bit because stupid nukes. So
Okay, that's good. I'm down with that, but he did lose another honor guard cruiser, so we're down to just one of those now.
yeah,
That's it. Now the snowball is too much. The assault cruiser gets on top of the high ground. That's going to pick down the other honor guard cruiser. Nice! Descara driving forward the advantage. Now he has to know there's just not enough left. He can just sledgehammer in with his cruiser. With his carrier, sorry. I imagine we'll see A-Game leave the game momentarily because there's just not enough left. There's just not enough left.
yeah. This is just got to be, you know, just F2, click on the opponent's base, right?
It's probably good enough. Yeah.
And there you go. I think that does it then. I think.
Yeah. Now finally the coalition carrier comes over that sand dune. There ain't nowhere to hide. Guns
Coalition
blazing.
production, am I right?
Coalition production, yeah. Just spewing out railguns into the face of his foe. A-Game forced to GG. And that will be
finally,
a 4-2 victory, yeah, for Descara. Finally taking down A-Games in a final. And I gotta say, that was an epic series. I really enjoyed that.
Oh yeah, me too, me too. I mean, isn't it just so funny? He's beaten him in other moments in the tournament. He's beaten him in semis and quarters and whatever, but just like never in the finals until just now. But there you have it. First Descara tournament of the new decade, and he can claim that he is the winner.
Yeah, in terms of tournaments won this decade, Descara, the unopposed leader.
I'm undefeated this decade.
Yeah, just has no tournament losses this decade. That's impressive. What a brag.
Oh shoot, actually he does in the group stage.
Right,
yeah, we don't care about group stage. We don't care about group stage.
He's won every tournament he entered.
He's won every tournament, yes, exactly.
Yeah, so that's impressive.
Fantastic.
And just, I mean, like, seriously though, congratulations to Descara for finally just taking a tournament off of A-Game in the finals. Like, that is, playing A-Game in the highest number of games, you know what I mean, and the biggest best of is just always going to be the most difficult, and taking a win there is just awesome. So yeah, congratulations to Descara. Long time coming. Good to see it.
I mean, heck, when you did the show match between A-Game and Sparrow, it was the best of 7, right? That was the That was the same thing here, although I think I remember that one went to an ace match, but... Yeah, Descara really should have, like, thrown on this map.
What, to up the tension?
Yeah, exactly.
No. You know, you play for keeps against A-Game, man. If he's down, you kick him. Like, there's no honor here. This is desert warfare.
Even when there's honor guards, there's no honor.
Yeah, I mean, they only name them that to try and fool their opponents. Like, damn. Woo!
No, I think...
What a great series!
I remember hearing that Sparrow would actually... throw games sometimes because he wanted to get to a third in the best of 3.
Really?
Yeah, I never knew if that was true or not, but I like to imagine it was.
Ha! Fair enough.
But he's Korean, so it seems kind of unlikely, but who knows.
Yeah, who can say?
Anyway, I'm stopping the recording. That's the end.